All right, bro. Sheesh, I'm ready, man. Make sure you have chat up too, just in case anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm pulling it.
pulling it up. Makes
Yes.
my face green.
Let's go. Let's see. Let me know when it goes live for you.
It's live.
I bet. No, my shit takes a while to show it. All right, there we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Should turn the light on because I know my shit's. Mm, yeah. Nah.
No, that was bad. Why not, bro? Look good to me. Let me see. We're good
You always
here.
looking good no matter what. Come on.
Ah, bro, I'm about to kiss you on your fucking lips.
Whoa.
Why FTP always hitting the fish emote? FTP
What's the
on
fish emote?
Because I'm
What's the
he wants
fish
a kiss,
emote?
bro. I'm telling you, he wants a kiss.
Yeah, fishy.
What is FTP on 4.3? Is that how shitty my cam is or what?
Nah, you just got like the borders on the side, bro. Like you on your phone or what?
Oh, nah, just shitty cam at the end of the day.
That's big Blinky Ginger. Come on, bro. Should know. Number one hacker in trauma, bro. Fuck they talking about.
Number one hacker.
Number one.
You're number one as long as you don't get caught, bro. We've had some in the past.
Yeah, we've
Please don't take 3 hours. Got TLT. We're probably taking 3. I don't know if you should run back to back talk shows, gang, but that's
that'd
at
be
your own.
insane.
Yeah.
TOT got Sundays, bro. What the fuck are they trying to do on Saturday, dude? Get these cats out.
FTP got to go to bed in 25. Yeah, might be true, bro. Fuck.
Not true, bruh. I got like 2 hours.
That's common.
2.5.
I hate Isaiah. 4 matches Sunday. Yeah, you just do it Monday, bro. I mean, fuck it. If you want to do it, I mean, that's at your own discretion, gang. I don't know, but y'all can talk about the matches. We're gonna just talk about the teams as usual. But we got people here. Fuck it, let's get it going. We got the power rankings, man. They were pretty interesting, man. They're pretty interesting.
Interesting.
I might as well. Let's show them, bro. Let's unveil that now.
You're unveiling?
Yeah, let's unveil this shit, bro. We got the power rankings, bro. We got Seattle number 1, Kansas City. Remember, these are like everyone got to vote. It wasn't like just us who cooked it up, but Kansas City drops down, I guess, with the retirement of Stratus. Tokyo Storm 3, Vegas 4, New York 5. Philly takes probably the biggest bump here, up to 6. I know they were the 10th seed, so little 4 bump. Miami drops down from 1 seed to being ranked the 7th best. Pittsburgh stays 8. I know my fellow co-hosts probably don't agree with that one. New Mexico 9, Boston 10, 11 Florence, Toronto with probably the lowest we've ever seen a Frost-led team at 12 there, and then LA gets 13th there, bro. Seattle. Isaiah says rain in 1. GG's, bro. It's all guess how hungover. You hungover, Blinky? Is that?
Yeah, I did go out last night.
That's W hands, bro. So I love to hear.
Think he might be on Mars.
No, I'm here for the intellectual takes, all right?
Yeah, I hope. I bet even better if you're hungover, bro. But
An intellectual.
let's get into it, man. We got pull up that bracket if you can for me. But we have LA
Got you, big dog.
at 13, pretty much what you'd expect, at least to them in Toronto record wise. LA goes without winning a series, right? Like that's I'm pretty sure. I mean, Hellboy was there. You can attest. Y'all didn't win one, right? You got to a map 5, and that was it.
We did not win a series. No. Yeah.
Playoffs, you got 3-0'd, and then you guys forfeit the next round to Toronto. I mean, unfortunate there. But we did have some trades go down. So FTP no longer there. He's now over here with the Blinkster in Pittsburgh, man. Shout out Pitt. Shout out Anguish getting it done. Jaded moves over there. I dropped Chucky, and I was going to give them M1 if he didn't get picked up. He gets picked up at the deadline after Seattle ends up losing in the final. So I guess unlucky for them. But you do get Jula Chief out of it. So the roster now is Jot, Oma, Jaded as a new addition, and Jula Chief as a new addition. Should be a major upgrade no matter what over Chucky. Shout out Chucky, all love. But I mean, what do y'all think about that one, bro? I mean, we'll start with Hellboy. You were on the team. What are you thinking, bro? Do you think this improves the team? Are they still 13th in your eyes? I mean, what are you thinking, bro?
Um, I don't know if they're necessarily 13. I think they're still probably like bottom two, bottom three. I think it's for sure 1,000% an upgrade though. I mean, like all love to Chucky, bro. Like for real. Like love the little guy, but Chucky is just he's not. The first thing is like he just doesn't play the game. I feel like enough to where like he'll keep getting better. And then the second thing about it is just there was just times where it felt like it was almost impossible to win with what he was doing. Like like it sounds horrible, but like not saying that we were like doing anything crazy to like make it to where he was just costing us only, but in general, I do think it's going to be a major benefit for that team. I still think though that the overall like core of the team is still kind of compromised. I don't know if they worked it out over there or anything like that, but I know there was a lot more than just Chucky was the issue when I was there. So that would be my thoughts on him.
You want to shed some light on any of that, bro? That just
Well,
team stuff, man.
no, I mean I can. I think it kind of went off in Gen, so it's kind of known. But if people missed it, Oma and Blinky kind of were like disagreeing on a lot of things, and it was just because Blinky. I mean not Blinky.
Jot.
Chill out, bro.
Jot. I'm confusing my 6-stars. Hold on, let me chill. Jot. What's it called? He would kind of tweak sometimes when it feels like the tweak probably wasn't warranted, but there's a lot of other times though that Oma was doing some pretty faded stuff, and we just couldn't fix it. And the thing about that is that we wouldn't even talk about it after or nothing. We would just kind of like, if it was a talk, it would just be like someone just sending paragraphs in the chat and nothing benefits from it. Didn't scrim once with that team. Never got the chance. But yeah, it was just I was kind of the middleman of them two. I think they figured it out more now, but Oma would text me on the side, and then I'd be having conversations with Ja and another chord, and it's just like when that's happening, you're probably never gonna win. I mean, just facts. No matter how good you are, even if we had the greatest players on that team, you see it all the time happen, even at the highest level. So
yeah, I mean, hopefully they worked it out over there. I mean, Blinky, any
yeah.
thoughts on this roster, man?
I think they're underrated. I definitely do not have them at 13. I just think I just have to see them play. Of course, I think they're gonna have a pacing issue. That's for sure. So I don't think they're escaping the bottom three or bottom four. I think they got a great upgrade of the Jula, which means they're gonna win a couple maps. I think, which is always going to be an upgrade, and I do think they can even like sneak out a series if somebody's playing bad. So I don't think they're the worst team in the league. I think they can come away with a win, but I don't think they're escaping the bottom. Is what I should say.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I don't think anyone had LA higher than 12th. Maybe there was an 11th if they just didn't like Florence. I mean, I think the consensus is this is probably just the bottom team. And I mean, if they would have had M1, I don't know if the conversation shifts to now they escaped that bottom four. But I mean, now he's in Seattle, #1 ranked team right now. So I mean, goodbye to that dream. But like I said, or like you said, I think Jula will help them out. I don't even know who do they play in this. I feel like they didn't get a crazy game, but let me see, bro. I don't want to leak the rest of the schedule. Let me check this week 1 real quick. But
Florence, actually, wait.
Oh, hold on now. Hey,
man.
That's a game right there.
That's a good start for sure.
I knew I should have trusted myself, man. I was cooking. So yeah, I mean, a matchup potential like that. We'll talk about Florence right now, but with Florence, new addition, I think Sid, no longer has to focus on being that second best player over there in Toronto as the 4-5. Now he can just truly fit in with a 4-5 there. So I mean, I don't know, man. Like that one, we'll see how good Florence gets. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely a series for LA where they'll get to test it out, man. You'll get to see if you got to try and make any further moves. Like this will be a good test first week, I think.
Well, like it's just like we all said already. It's just a fact, though. They are going to be better. So now it's just so they could put it together. Because no matter how you put it, I mean, almost anyone would have been an upgrade from Chucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, all of bro. Once again, you keep smiling when I.
That's just my
man,
guy, bro.
I know he's my guy too. I won R6 with that fool. Like that's my dog. But it's just like a fact. Like like, anyone's gonna be an upgrade. Especially Jewel wasn't even playing bad for his team, and he kind of got shipped off. So it's like you got to think that automatically just help him so much. So
yeah. We'll see, man. Like I definitely think it'll raise the floor of these guys for sure. They won't lose maps because Jewel Chief's dropping 7 and 25. Like I'll love to Chucky again, but that's just the reality of it. Any closing thoughts on LA before we move on to Toronto?
good luck to those boys, man.
Don't sleep on them, bro. Don't sleep on them.
Good luck to them, man.
Winner too.
Those still my dogs.
They're saying you might be Kozuni's twin. Blinky, any thoughts on that one?
I'm seeing that. I haven't seen Kozuni, so I don't know if I'm his twin.
I could. You think I could see it a little bit?
A little, bro. Let me watch. I'll even pull up this pic for you, bro. Watch.
Oh yeah.
Give me a sec. I might pull this shit up on stream, bro. I think we still have it here. The rankings and awards, we do. I mean, this is Zune right here, bro, on stream.
Okay, no, never mind. Chat's faded.
Maybe that's not the best pick, bro, but I don't know.
Both you guys are handsome gents, though, bro.
2 people got facial hair, bro.
That's not that bad.
I'm just saying, chill out, bro. Yeah.
I think he's tweaking.
I can see it a little, and his hair's longer.
That's not it at all.
That's comedy, bro. All right, let's get into Toronto. They're ranked 12 here. Let me start the timer so we don't go too much over these guys. But Toronto now, new roster. I mean, TF Magic we thought was locked there. He gets shipped out the country. They bring in Big Frost, bring Fat Boy back, and then Nathan's there now and Wolf.
It's a fresh roster, right? I mean, besides Fat Boy, I guess.
Pretty much. I mean, Fat Boy did play with Boston in playoffs for like a map or one series, like the whole Frost Rage Quit thing and all that. But I mean, yeah, basically Fat Boy just took a little vacation to the States, came back. So basically a fresh 4, man. I mean, I don't know. We scrimmed them. It was definitely closer than I expected, but like it was also what I was expecting without leaking, I guess. It's gonna be an adjustment period. All love to the boys. Like my honest thoughts is like I wouldn't be surprised if this team, finished 13 in this stage. If this roster stayed the same, Wolf had been struggling as your 4. He's been playing like a 3-5, sometimes even a 3. I will say the past few times I had scrimmed him though, one with his team and one without, like he had been shooting a lot better. And I know that Frost had been wanting Nathan for a while just because he can get some more kills there than Sentio was probably able to do. I don't know if that's gonna ring true or not here, but if Wolf and Nathan are both putting up some numbers and Frost does this thing, I mean, I don't see why they couldn't go out there and win series, but this is also like it's gonna be a streaky roster, man. There's gonna be some bad maps, bad series, might be some good maps, good series, but like I don't know, man. Same thing Blinky said. I don't know if they get out of this top 4. I don't know if they get out the bottom 4. I don't know if they get out the bottom 2, bottom 3, to be honest. But it'll be an adjustment period. That's me being real though. Like I don't know. There's some guys on here. You're playing at a star disadvantage. It's gonna be a tough one, man. But I don't know. What do y'all think about them?
You first, Blinky. I gotta pick up my food, low key.
Oh yes.
I think overall, like maybe it's just like this might be horrible glaze, but I mean, Frost is Frost. Like I've seen him do it with, like, some of the. Yeah. Anyways, so I think that benefits him for sure already, and I think Nathan starting off the year, that's why he got bumped in the first place, was because he was just insane. Honestly, like me and you talked about it at the beginning of the year, like we swear Nathan's sub kills faster than everyone else's.
Yep.
But yes, I think like I'm kind of agreeing with you on the fact like either they're gonna struggle or they're gonna find like a nice flow to where it's like not necessarily they're gonna like dominate, but they could definitely like pull some maps off and maybe win a couple series. Um, I think Wolf and Frost is interesting. That's like an OG ass trauma beef, but like we've seen that it doesn't really matter because we went to finals when it was me, him, and Frost in MW2. So I think that that part doesn't really matter as much anymore, but it's still like there in the back. It's a looming thought for sure. And I I don't know. I think it's still gonna be a struggle though, just on the fact that Fatboy just still hasn't been that good, and he's still. I know he's a three. Again, I get it, but compared to the other threes though, he's still kind of, you know, just he's at the bottom for sure. He was probably right there with like Chucky and like Gene. So and hey, bro, stop! You cannot do that every time.
Yeah,
But
the boy, yeah.
yeah, but overall, like I said, I think if they find like a flow and Frost can just command the troops like he has done in the past. And honestly, I feel like Frost sometimes performs better when he has like less. It makes no sense, but like really though, like last year, yeah, he had a really talented team, but I've seen him do it before. So uh overall, yeah, I think maybe they could catch flow, but overall, I don't really see them coming out of the bottom three for right now, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, don't sleep on Frost for sure, man. He's always that's Frost at the end of the day. Like this is like trauma elite
Yep.
goat for a lot of people for good reason. Like you said, a lot of that having to do with some of the teams he had with lesser talent. He took him to chips. Sometimes he won him, sometimes he didn't. I mean, you were on some of those teams. Wolf was on some of those teams. Like you've seen it
Yep.
firsthand. So don't sleep on the guy. But this is just one that I think they're gonna need to gel quickly. Like this is a team that's gonna have to really try and scrim and get some chemistry going. Because this is not a team. Really, no team should be doing this, but this is definitely not one of the teams that can just scrim once, maybe twice a week, and then just start playing the matches. And that's where like the majority of your reps come in because you're playing against a lot of teams that are already established. It's going to be a tough one. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up making more moves, more trades. Who knows? But I also wouldn't be surprised with this core four if they go out there and win a playoff game. To be honest, I got like you said, one series at a time is all you need. 3 maps, like I think Frost will get you there. But as of
Yeah,
right now, on
I'm pretty
paper,
sure
it's a tough
pretty
one.
sure all he heard in that what I said was we won't finish bottom three. That's all he put in the chat.
I mean,
Bro, I
hey,
just glazed you for 5 minutes before I said that. Like, chill.
put bread on it, bro. Like if there was a betting line, I might be the one who says like, yeah, I might take the bet that they end up winning a playoff series.
Yeah,
Like give them 4 series and some scrims. They might be all right, bro. Who knows?
yeah.
It is Frost at the end of the day. But Blinky, what you got to say about the Toronto Stars, man?
I think I'm higher on them than a lot of people. I think they escaped the bottom three, in my opinion. I think Frost is still he's still a great player, bro. I think Nathan adds a lot. Wolf has his stinkers for sure, but at the end of the day, like he was part of the roster that upset Tokyo and Vegas, so can't put that. Like I'm putting stock into Wolf, but I know he has a stinker, bro. Besides that, Fat Boy I can't say a lot on. I don't think he has been good. So I think it just all depends on if Wolf drops a stinker or not. I don't think this is a bad team at all. I think they're not like I think they escaped the bottom. But yeah, I'm higher on them than most. I can tell. I don't think they're 12.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
And you know what? In the past we've seen Frost kind of get some of those like the 3 stars really going. If he's just able to be like a human UAV, tell them where they're going, tell them where to look. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Fat Boy puts up some of the better numbers that he has in this stage playing alongside him. But I mean, we'll see, man. He already has some of that chemistry, I guess. I don't remember how many matches he actually played in Boston with Frost before like the playoffs. So, but they definitely have at least a series, maybe 2 under their belt Yeah, go ahead and put that chapstick on, man. Go ahead, everyone.
Yo, chill, bruh. Can't live my life in
My
here.
bad, bro. My bad.
Man, he
Sorry.
loves your face cam,
Yeah.
Homeboy. He's
You want me
looking
just
at
you
it.
want me
First
just
time-
kiss you or you
It's
want
the
me to
first
kiss
time
you?
I
Is that
can
why
see
on
you
this chapstick?
clearly, bro. I usually can't, but no, you're good, bro. Anything else y'all want to say about Toronto, bro? Jeez.
I don't think so, man. I think, like I said, if anything, it's gonna be the frosted if, no glaze.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like those bottom 3 teams right there, like Toronto has the best player.
Yeah.
So get a chance. But all right, then we can move on to our 11 team. Big Florence. Hey, I love me some fellas over there in Florence, man. I love the
The
vibes over there.
Florence.
Yeah. That one's they've traded Nathan, they get Sid, and yeah, I mean that's the only move they made. That's Cunning, Foss, Sid now, right? I'm not faded. Sid and
Mhm.
Notorious.
Notorious.
Notorious. Come on. I mean, I don't know. I really like Sid as a player, bro. Like if we were unable to get Sonoma, we would have gotten Sid in Vegas. Like that's how much we love playing with him. We played with him in Black Ops 6 and some like the tourneys where you can make your own teams and stuff. Like me and JD love playing with him. He's a really good player, smart player. He can shoot the hell out of the gun, especially when he's not on if he's not lagging, bro, which is when he does have bad connection, like it's rough, but when he's not, like, I don't know, that guy can slay out. I think he'll definitely give this guy some slaying power. I don't know if Nathan maybe wasn't listening or was maybe like blacking out or whatever. If that is the case, then I think Sid will upgrade immensely. He does have blackout moments as well, but I think he's definitely more malleable. He'll listen more. He's just open to anything. I think he's a really good teammate. I think this could boost them a little higher than 11, to be honest, if they're on it, and especially Notorious. Like we've scrimmed with him, we've scrimmed against him. I don't know if he's just like a great scrim player, but that guy's been showing me some stuff, and I'm like super surprised how much he's developed over the past stage. I mean, that guy probably has the most passion in the league. This guy's queuing up every day in 8s by himself, even though no one's there. Like he's always begging to scrim. Like shout out, bro, man. Like that's what you need out of your 3. So I mean, if that team still wants to win, I don't know if they can still scrim. I know they were struggling to get scrims because I know Foss had a schedule that either conflicted with like someone else's or it was just like a bad schedule to get scrims in and stuff. So if they can scrim, this team can be a lot better. If they can't, I think they still have a bit of a higher floor now with Sid in that roster. Like I don't know. I really love the addition, man. It could be glazing Sid the kid, but I like them, man. What do y'all think, bro?
Me?
Whoever.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Just keep going in that order, I guess. I think they definitely got better. I don't know if it's like by much, but like Wave said last night, I mean, it might have been the greatest defeated team ever, winless team ever, because
Yeah.
they just didn't have ice, and maybe Sid can help him with that, because I mean, I'm not saying Nathan was the reason why they weren't icing up, but I feel like Sid might have a cooler mental on him, maybe he was a little calmer, so because we've seen Nathan do some crazy stuff in the past in clutch moments, so but overall I think the team benefits because I they're like one map away in a lot of those series to having a good record, and you never know. Well, if you get a couple wins under your belt, you might be performing different in the playoffs and all that. And I think when you do lose heartbreaker after heartbreaker like that, you kind of need a change. And I don't know, it might have just been easiest to ship Nathan.
Yeah.
It might be just more ideal for him, the fact that he might have had just the most stock at the time, and you could get someone good for him. But yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone's been on teams that you're like that close, but you just can never win a series or just get it done. But yeah, overall, I feel like there's not much to talk about because it's a change for sure, but I don't think it's like an super insane change in my opinion. So and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I could just be the Sid Glazer, bro. That one might be on me, bro. I don't know, but I definitely,
No,
I definitely like the addition, and Cunning's been gross, bro. Like, it's when Foss
yeah,
has his pop off moments, they tend to win those maps because Cunning has needed some help because he's been pretty good, especially recently. But
yeah. I don't want to take anything away from Sid. Like I wasn't like hating on bro, but
yeah,
like I said, it's the same team. You know, they just replaced a 4-5 for a 4-5. So I think, but I do think they can be better though for sure.
oh my gosh, bro, I hate
I'm
Jolt.
tweaking on chat, bro.
Yeah, Jolt. I love Jolt, bro. Like, this is comedy. All right, Blinky, what you what you think,
No,
bro?
okay. I mean, I share the same feelings about Florence. The thing with them, right? The reason why every game is so close is like realistically in the nicest way possible. Like they don't play winning COD, and that's not a one person change. And I can't even say like who it is because I see Notorious, like he's successful on every other team. Like in scrims, I see him in scrims like when he subs in. Like he's not a bad player at all. Sid, I think is a good change of pace. I think he's pretty good. Who else is on that roster now? I forgot. Cunning,
Same
right?
team.
Cunning,
Yeah,
he's another one who I think is like he's good, but like when it comes down to like winning games, like I'd say it's the roster as a whole that just can't put it together. So a one person change, I don't think is gonna do much. Maybe they're gonna ice up
I'm gonna go get some water real quick.
Go ahead,
one of the
bro.
games instead of going like 0-4. I think they might steal a game, and maybe even a playoff one. But I just don't think a one person change was enough for this team. They just don't play winning COD as a team.
I know you said
Um,
you really wasn't sure who to like pin it on, but like where do you think that starts from, bro? Like if you're the GM, like do you try and go for a two-person change? You try and get rid of Cunning or Foss, or I don't know, like what's the quickest way
I
to
think
fix
you
this? Cause
do.
time's ticking, man.
Exactly. I think you have to do a 2% change, and it's just like if you're a GM, like you're going into the comms and seeing like what's happening. That's like they can't close out a series. Rose, like, are they tweaking on the comms? Are they like they're all rushing to play like rushing to win instead of like play like normal? Like how they got in that situation in the first place? I just I don't know. I don't know what's going on in that camp, so I can't tell you. Like I just don't know. It's just like who to put it on or something like that. But yeah, I think the trade didn't do much for them. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Sounds like Brian Zinn needs to do some VOD review with the fellas, huh?
Either like a VOD review. I mean, either team can be like, "Yo, like, how did we get to like 200, like 100 point lead and like lose it? Like something happened, you know?" That's pretty much it.
Yeah. No, 100%. I like that, man. I mean, if they go out and make another person trade, so now you have two new people, you think that's probably the best move for these guys, at least, or would you just rather, if you can, blow it up entirely?
I mean, I would play another match, I guess, like or play like the stage qualifiers. But I'm definitely looking at another trade. I'm not looking at a trade of like bring in more kills. I'm looking at like I guess icy bro. Like I think that kills is not going to be a problem for this roster. So
Yeah, there you go. See, does Sid fix the ice? I don't know. We'll go ahead and see. But Blinky says they got a fundamental COD playing issue, so we'll see.
Mm,
That's not an easy one, but all right, we'll get up out of here. We'll get into the new look Boston, ranked 10th here. They got now Trey Magic, Sentio still there, M19, Mikey still there, and now you get Pacho on the roster. And I mean, he'll help the floor. He's a 3.5, he'll help the floor. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if this team, like, we were talking about kind of the bottom four, bottom three a lot. Like Boston, I I don't know, man. I think they might have some cooking. That 3.5 with their six
really,
pairing. We I don't know, bro. Like I know Sentio's been struggling. If he plays like just a little bit better, like my thing is I don't know if it's because if he's playing bad just because he's been bad at this game or because he started his year slow and he has to do a lot of the slaying power with Frost there. Like M19 was inconsistent. He got better though. He ended up being probably their second best player for a little bit in some of these series, or at least in some maps. You saw it kind of consistently. And then you swapped your 3 stars around. They just weren't really giving you anything. maybe Sentio just right now can't give you what you need if you have like a base 3-star, but maybe if you have a 3.5 with Pacho, like love Pacho, that's my boy IRL. Everyone says he's brain dead, whatever, clock killer, all that. But he can shoot his gun. He can get some kills. Maybe that relieves some pressure for Sentio. You still have Trey fucking Magic on that roster. Like you and M19's been playing better. I don't know. I think they might be able, that small little change might be able to get you somewhere. I don't know how far it can take you, but I think that might help Sentio play better at the very least, where now he's not having to slay as well for 2 to 3 people. Like Pacho can hold his own, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it a little too hard there, but if that doesn't help, I don't know what to say about Sentio at that point. Like it just I don't know. I think this could help him, but if not, I don't know. Maybe just need to hit the reset button, bro. No idea.
Yeah, I mean, I think I kind of agree with what you said. I think this team is pretty much dependent on Sentio, like what kind of Sentio you get, because Sentio could be really good and he could win you series, but the way he's been playing this year, he's definitely been struggling a lot of times. So, I think it'll be interesting to see how he's playing because I think that really will depend on what you get. Because I think Magic was in a situation that he probably wasn't too fond of there in Toronto. So now that he's here in Boston, especially with Sentio, I know that's his boy, right? That'll definitely help him, and because I don't think he's bad at all, unless like I think he just was just in a spot he didn't really enjoy too much. So, and then like you said, Pacho could shoot, bro. If he turns on that brain every once in a while, like and really like, because he's been playing comp for a minute now, bro. So like, if because we all know that's always been Pacho's stories. Like he could shoot his gun straight, but when it comes down to making the right play in certain moments, he just doesn't do it. Which hopefully someone on that team like Magic or even Sentio can help him and tell him like do this then, or just not necessarily micromanage him, but just try, yeah, like and Ty saying refuses to listen, but which may be facts because like I said, he has been playing forever, so and
Yeah.
he's played on teams with people that like you gotta listen to them. So I don't know. I don't want to call him a lost cause, but I think he's always just been,
That's just Pacho.
just yeah, just his Pacho. Like he's gonna shoot his gun, but you just gotta see. But like the upside of this team though is I think honestly, I think they could really make noise. Either they're gonna make a good amount of noise or they're gonna make no noise at all. And they're just gonna stay kind of just a low tier team. I think that's all there is to it. But yeah, I mean, I think overall they got better though, for sure. I mean, no doubt.
Blink.
I'm actually kind of a like difference in opinion, to be honest. I think Magic went from Toronto to Toronto, bro. Like that's literally how I feel. I feel like that his old Toronto. This is also me. I don't know the players themselves, right? But just from eye test, like from watching their games, it just seems like he just switched to different gamer tags. I think they play the same. I think this team is going to have the same problem as Toronto, which is they're not going to get enough kills. And now they have Pacho, who sure he'll be positive, but he also have the least engagements of the whole lobby by a lot. So like I don't think that helps too much, But I don't know. I think this roster just depends if I think it's both on Sentio and Mikey to start like shooting. I don't think it's just Sentio. And then Pacho's word on the street is he's on a sub, but maybe that'll help his engagements.
Yeah.
But
Shit.
actually, I
know
don't
that.
know if Pacho's gonna go positive on a sub. I don't know. This is all like a unknown team, and I don't think they're gonna. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think they're just gonna stay where they are. To be honest, I think this is a properly rated team.
I think they'll be 10th when it's all said and done.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that. I just think Like I just don't have too much stock in their 5-star and 4-star.
Fair.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, Isaiah in chat saying Pacho on the sub. Give me that matchup week 2. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like anyone can pick up the sub in this game and just start dropping
Oh,
some
definitely.
pieces. So maybe that does. I don't know, bro. If they have a pacing issue with him taking forever, maybe that helps him. Maybe he doesn't go positive, but at least he's in the fight. I don't know. That is interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing. Buki's asking. He said, "Question for the panel: Was Sentio not ready for the 5-star bump?" I mean, so far it looks like no. I know his roster wasn't the absolute best it could have been, but like, yeah, I mean, truthfully, just hasn't looked good. Last year he looked good enough. Thought that would carry over Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7. I mean, I don't know. We gotta wait, bro. We gotta
I don't
let's see.
want to come this off as like a hater like or anything, but I mean, I just don't see why it happened in the first place. Like at the beginning of the year, I feel like Sentio wasn't like dropping like insane numbers to where it was like, well, we got to bump this kid, or else it's going to be chalked. But who knows, if he was a 4.5, he might be the grossest 4.5 right now. So it's like
Yeah.
you're in a weird spot where it's like you kind of like you might have to, but I think a lot of it was carryover from last year. Like just the fact that Sentio pretty much was like the reason why that, well, not the reason, but the Boston team was so good because Sentio was just slamming me. So like, I don't know. I mean, the first stage, but you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
like, I think the stock from that year kind of just,
Put a lot of weight into this one.
yeah.
I'll say, because he's saying word Blinky in chat. I'll say like I just need to be shown something, bro. Because in reality, like, my only experience with Boston was Sentio going 11 and 30 against us, like respectfully. And outside of that, like I don't know, like this Boston squad's kind of like silent. I think like from like simply looking at stats, like you can tell that I don't think this team is any different from like the old Toronto, just because I think it relies on Magic having a great game every single time, and then we have to have, and then Sentio and M19 both have to step up. They have to start if they want to win games. They both have to step up. Like that's just like putting it bluntly. That's like the only way they're gonna start winning games, and they haven't done that yet. Doesn't mean they, I don't. Sentio's a 5-star for a reason. He got bumped for a reason. He was winning all last year, but I just haven't seen it yet. And then I already said about Pacho. I think Pacho is not going to get enough engagements to make an effect on the roster, but pretty much it.
Yeah. And then I'll answer I think so. I don't know if they actually asked it, but Kaze had mentioned he thought other like 4.5s were probably ready above Sentio. The thing was, yeah, looking at it now, for sure, it's definitely easier to say that. At the time, really what it just came down to be completely honest, was everybody had their everyone had their rosters. Everything was set. I was trying to find ways this could work. And the next thing was, okay, we have to bump a 4.5 to a 5 to make this work. Everything else can still fall in line. And the roster that wasn't set at the time was Waves, because Waves didn't have he didn't have a 5-star, and he had been telling me the whole time I can't play with anyone, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know if people know this. I think Waves ended up saying this, but like Stratus was initially going to play with Boston. And I had asked both Waves and Frost if I were to bump Sentio, because he's their friend, up to a 5-star, would you guys team with him? And the answer was both yes. And Stratus gets dropped, and Frost picks up Sentio right away, and that's why Stratus ended up there. But like Sentio was gonna go to Waves from what I thought, but that's the only reason I even bumped him, was because like he was guaranteed to go there, and everyone else had a team. Like this guy didn't have a team. Like it just seemed like the simplest thing, and he was close enough to the other top 4.5s. Like he was the third best 4.5 star next to JD and Sonoma that year, and it seemed like the obvious choice to me. This guy's gonna get better. He started slow last year, and then and by starting slow, I meant like maybe the first match or two, and then he was back to form, and hasn't happened this year. But that was my thoughts. Was like, let's just get him in there. But it just, didn't. Yeah, like, my bad, bro. I guess like the fact was it just came down so close to when like teams are already formed, teams are already set. Like I just had to bump somebody up, and it was like, well, why not give them their friends? Same reason I bumped Ginger. Ginger wouldn't play with anyone. Let me get Ginger to play with one of his friends. Ends up being Waves team. Like it just seemed like the simplest solution in my mind, and I mean that's how it worked out, bro. In hindsight, yeah, we probably should have kept him as a 4-5. Obviously, could have bumped up Sonoma. I mean, based on kills, I would say you probably bump him to a 5-5. Like if he was doing this before the season. Um, I don't know though. Like, would you have been fine bumping Sid to a 5? Has he been showing like? I guess in Toronto he kind of showed it, right? Being the second best player, like maybe Sid even, but like Sentio right now just isn't. Um, just isn't playing as a 5-star level. He's not the only 5-star not playing at a 5-star level, to be fair. But
I don't I don't think that was faded back then though, because like out of the 4-5s, if you looked at him then, like I mean, there was kind of an obvious choice, you know. Maybe you could have went off of like KDs and stuff for the combine, but like overall, when you saw the names on that 4-5 list, you're like, well, Sentia would be the obvious choice just because of what he was doing.
yeah,
So I don't think it was that faded.
yeah, and
Uncle
then
Man.
yeah, I mean yeah, but also like the Sonoma thing, like I could have bumped up Sonoma, but the thing is like the friends thing is like this guy like this is not a leak. Like I think everyone who knows anything knows this. Like Sonoma just doesn't. I don't want to be. Sonoma would have a fun time.
Yeah,
Would not
talk
have a
shit, talk
fun
shit.
time playing with Frost or Waves. That has been stated numerous times. Like I don't know. Maybe he would go there and then just rebuild with Waves again since it worked out with I guess it didn't work out, but like they made 3 finals last year, together. So I really could have done it. But again, like it was at the moment, this was the obvious thing. Everyone already had their roster set. And I'm like, oh, sorry, bro. I got to break you up and bump you. Like, this is just kind of like, would you guys take Sent? If they would have told me, no, we're not taking Sentio, this kid's buns, like, all right, fuck, I have to get something else. But they were like, yeah, we'll take him. All right, word, let's do it. Simple fix. Same thing with the Ginger thing. He bumps up, he gets there. Like, yeah, I mean, Frost saying I won with Sonoma. Yeah, it's funny. Sorry, Waves. But yeah, man. Isaiah saying Sonoma gate kept he was getting a new PC. Oh, I thought you said I gate kept. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, shout out Sonoma, bro. And I mean, to be honest, if I had known he was getting a PC bump, I don't think I would have even or an upgrade. I would not have even bumped him to like a 5.5. I don't even know if I would have bumped him to a 5, to be honest, just of hardware alone. But apparently he got the sauce, bro. I didn't know he was getting a fucking mega
You got
NASA
boxes with
PC.
them, bro.
I didn't know he was cooking that, bro. Yeah, he was like, he just told me, I'm gonna get a new PC. Like, oh, good job, bro. Like, that's cool. Man. I'm happy to hear it. And all of a sudden, he's gone. I'm like, oh, my bad, bro. This is a bad look. But oh well, man. But yeah, 14 minutes spent on the Boston boys and answering questions. Let's get to NM, man. And this one, I think now, well, I think Blinky would disagree. I was gonna say maybe you throw in the 1 through 10 can kind of beat anyone. Blinky would probably say maybe not Boston. I think 1 through 9 are all definitely in. I don't want to say contender status, but like, would you guys really be shocked if New Mexico went and like finished top 3, top 4? I wouldn't. I don't know. Blinky might. Like, I don't. I don't know if Hellboy would. To me, I wouldn't be like. But I think ninth is probably pretty low. But they also, I don't know, man. Like, it's really just gonna come down to DJ and Nifty. The Twins can shoot the hell out of their guns. They're smart players. Like, it's just gonna come down to what DJ and Nifty can do. And sometimes Nifty has been their third best player when DJ's supposed to kind of be that. Like, if you're getting what you're getting out of Nifty, your 4-star should be able to match that or do better. A lot of the times they swap, and that's just purely off KDs and stats. Like, they all play pretty well as a team together, but sometimes when they're just not getting kills, it's going to be rough. But I like New Mexico. I think they could have definitely been rated higher, but I also think they're in this territory where they can kind of beat pretty much like when they beat Kansas City, they reverse swept them. Like I don't know, New York's really been the only team that's kind of just put them down twice. It's like maybe that's just their kryptonite, bro. Maybe that's just a bad matchup for them. But I don't know. What do y'all think about the boys in NM?
I think they're still they're like technically like the biggest sleeper team, I guess you could say, because like it was kind of like that at the beginning too, but like once again, like yeah, DJ and Nifty, if they're playing like even good, just average, the Twins are gonna do what the Twins are gonna do. And I think the biggest question for this team coming in was because we've seen the Twins, like the Twins have all the passion in the world at the beginning of the year. They really do. They probably have the most eights play. They do all of this.
Yeah.
They do everything, especially if they like the game. But it does trickle down throughout the year, though. It for sure does, and it's just a fact. I'm not saying that they're ass or anything like after a certain while, but they don't play. They're not grinding as much. And I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily what it is right now because I think I still see them playing a good amount. So that's not really a worry. But I think that was one of the worries coming into the year was like, will the Twins keep like putting passion into it and showing up? Because I know DJ and Nifty will play no matter what. They they've always been some grinders over there. So I don't know. I think like you said, I think a major maybe like it's not a major issue, but there's not really a true IGL on this team either. Like Turkey and Link are gross, and they work together amazing. I mean, they are twins, so the chemistry is unmatched. But like if you listen to their comms, it's kind of like there's not a set person just like telling like what should we be doing or like giving like I'm not saying that's a bad thing because they've still won matches and they're still doing good. So clearly it's not like a make or break thing, but I think if someone maybe just stepped up, maybe started doing a little bit more in that column, they might even go to the next level. But right now, I still think they have potential, like you said, make a top 4 run. But it just depends on how good they want to be. Honestly, I feel like it's up to them at the end of the day. So.
Yeah.
I think sleeper team was a great way to put it, but I do think they're properly rated because from what I've seen, like it's either I'm of the opposite of the opinion where it's when it's the Twins, either one of them pops off, like what's one or the other. They don't pop off at the same time. So I think if they get that down, where they pop off at the same time, they're gonna beat a top team. But until like they're consistently popping off together, then I think they're properly rated. I think nine's a good spot. Um, and then Nifty, I think he's one of the better 3 stars. I don't DJ. I don't like kind of I don't know too much about him, so I'm not gonna say much about that. But I do think it is relying on the Twins being consistent together. But I know Turkey is under the wing of Jot right now at New Mexico, so I know he's playing the game a lot. He's like studying up. I know Link's just like grinder. I know like fries my shit in 8s, but then he also gets fried. So it's just I need them to be consistent. That's all it is. Until that happens, 9 is a good place to put them.
You want to address that?
Why are they coming? Why are they coming for my neck, bro? I was not saying you guys lost passion. I said you guys have in the past, and you guys have. This time, some years you guys have been playing some bullshit game. I'll come into court, and it's just some wicked game you guys are running, and acting like I'm faded for saying that. It's just a fact. I'm not any better. Like the last 4 years of COD, I've played grinded the first 2 weeks, and then I haven't played since. So I'm not hating on y'all for it. I'm just saying like it's a fact. Like
Yeah. In their defense, I definitely think this is the most passionate we've seen a start from them in any of the Trauma
for
League
sure.
seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess aside from, I don't know if they're both playing F1, but I think at least Turkey Neck is. Aside from that, I mean, they're usually on COD, I feel like. So I would like to say I think their passion's still as high as it is. And if it does wear out by the end of the game, I mean, hey, I guess it does. But right now, I think they're on track. And like for me personally, yeah, that has been a thing too, Blinky, where like Turkey Neck has popped up, Link Hunter hasn't, or Link Hunter popped off and Turkey Neck didn't. And sometimes it still won those maps. If you get both of those guys, because when they fry, right? Like if both of them are frying, it's like, oh man, like it don't even matter what DJ and Nifty are doing at some points, bro. And it's not like DJ and Nifty have played horrible. It's just sometimes it's like when you just look at the stars, it's just like, man, if 3-star Nifty, who a lot of people thought was ass, like Nifty knows this. Everyone thinks like a lot of people thinks he's ass. He knows he has a lot of haters. Like this has been one of his better games. And if Nifty is giving you big time numbers and DJ isn't, and it's like a close map. It's like, well, damn. Obviously, COD doesn't always work that way, but it's like if you could have just got a little bit more out of your 4 or whatever. But also, I'll give credit to them because these guys are playing a whole star underneath the star limit. Like they're 2 base 5s, a 4 and a 3. If they wanted to, they could just go get a 4-5 and a 3-5, call it a day. Like, they can do that and like, nah, we don't care what the ratings are. We're gonna play with our boys. We're all homies. We're just gonna grind the game and we're gonna go win together. And that's what Trauma League is about at the end of the day. But obviously, it's not always like
But
that. What?
to
Talk
be
to me, bro. Talk to
fair,
me, bro.
they're not really 5s though.
Maybe
Yes,
not.
maybe at the beginning. I think the 5s really came into effect because at the end of the day, I think people thought about that thing where it's like they kind of like fall off sometime through the year, and maybe that's why they kept it at that 5. But realistically, like they're both 5-5s. You know what I mean? And sometimes one of them could be a 6. Like no bullshit. Like the way they shoot, like they're gross. So yeah, I do agree. They can do that though. Like realistically, they can because they're able to in the legal limits of trauma. They're allowed to do that. But
Yep.
like realistically, I don't think they're necessarily under the star. But I think but that's a good thing though because that shows you how gross they are. Like you know what I mean. So I but yeah, I don't know. They can do that though. They could stack if they wanted to. So.
Yeah, no, I mean that's like yeah, definitely. I think they're I think they are 5.5s, but the league rated them as 5, so that's what they
Yep.
got rated as. And like to this day, these guys could still it's within their legal trauma like rights, bro. They could be like, sorry, DJ Nifty, we're gonna slime you out for a 3.5 and a 4.5 and call it a day. There's nothing we can do about it. Like that's just reality. But regardless, like they are, if you think they're playing under it or not, like this team is still willing to stick together and grind. And that's why I have a lot of faith in them just because they grind together, bro. Like they put in a lot of time with scrims, and they're obviously all my boys over there, so maybe some friend bias, but I think this team that
And
can put it together. And we've seen this team in the past like go toe to toe and get to a finals before and even beat, a Waves and Ginger led team in MW3. They make it to the finals. Like I don't know. Like
no, for sure the Vibius squad, hands down. It's not even close,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just my thought. Any closing thoughts on them, bro? I think this is definitely a slept on team. I still think they could probably beat anyone besides New York. That's just me trolling because New York's beaten them twice, but like everyone else, I think it's fair pickings. Like they can go out there and beat a lot of these teams. And when it comes playoff time, bro, when breakers break and you got to ice up, like I don't know. The Twins at least have had the ice in the past, but.
I think we got a question for you, Blink. Who's the harder kill out of Turkey Neck or Link Hunter?
Link wants me to say him bad. He wants to. But I love when I go against him in 8s because I'm like, yo, it's a free kill every single time.
Damn.
But no,
I think Blinky's trying to be
troll.
Aches of Trauma Talk Show, bro.
no troll. I do think Link is the harder kill. I think, but it's for a bad reason. I think he plays dumb, and I think Turkey Neck plays correctly. I just fry his shit. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say.
There we go. All right. Much love to the gang over there. Let's get in. Number 8, Pittsburgh Defiance.
Whoa!
This is gonna be you talking for 10 minutes straight, buddy.
Me, bro. We got a couple of Pittsburgh Defiance members in here. Number 1, I love the org. Shout out Anguish, man. He's been the longest tenured owner for I don't even remember. His first one was Vanguard, was it not? No. It was right after
technically
MW2.
Wolf was the owner.
Yeah. So since MW2, right? He's been an owner. Shout out Big English. But yeah, we get over here to Pittsburgh. Who did you guys lose to, Blinky? Let me try. Don't tell me. You lost to New York in winners. Oh, you lost to Kansas City then, right? In losers. Yeah. All right. So they can't. Oh, that Kansas City. Yeah, man. Anyways, you guys make the trade. You get Jaded in or Hellboy's in now for Jaded. That's why I feel like I missed. No, that's it, right? That's the only move. Yeah. Cool. And then
Mhm.
you pair Hellboy with his boy Paladin. And I know people were thinking off rip like this was gonna help your S&D because Hellboy's that's kind of like his thing. But he's definitely helped out in the respawns, at least in that one series that we watched. I was surprised at how much he was surprised me, bro. I was like, damn, hey, hold on now. This guy might like the game. Like he was definitely
Oh well.
he was dropping, I think he had like 32, 33 kills every single respawn. It was kind of insane. So good stuff there, good addition there. And then ultimately that map 2, was that the raid? Was that raid? You guys
Oh
lost
yeah,
six
yeah.
zero
Yeah.
last night? Yeah, that's just I don't know, it's a New York Kanaji map. I don't know if he popped off in that one, but I remember he went like 11-0 against the Twins on that one. And then we get into the map 5. Man, was that around 11?
It was.
And you
It
guys up
was.
5-3? Is that
We
Yeah.
what I
were up
remember?
5-3.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
I was at the food truck getting tacos. I was like, "Oh, they got it, bro. Pittsburgh got it." I got my tacos. Like, what you mean 5-4, 5-5? Like, oh, and then the play call, you guys run down mid. I didn't mind it, but then I think maybe some of your players took some wrong angles in those gunfights, and it came down to a Blinky 1v2 attempt versus, I believe, Grace Wolf and Johnny. And I was like, man, I was telling JD, I was like, bro, if Johnny wasn't already there, like he gets away, he gets a chance, but a Blinky masterclass in the last 2 maps, 51 in map 4, 17 in the map 5, just wasn't enough. But first time playing together as a roster in a match. I mean, I'll ask you this: how did you guys feel?
You want me to go first there, Blink?
I'm gonna crash out, so you go first.
Okay. Uh, it felt good, bro. I mean, I feel like almost anything would have felt better than LA, you know? So, but overall, the reason this, for the people that don't know, this team was supposed to be just this team in the first place, anyways, but I missed the deadline by like 5 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was about 5 minutes.
Yep. No, it was like 10. It was like
Because
10, but yeah, it was
yeah,
definitely
nah,
closer
all
to
right,
10.
buddy. Stream just started.
It was
Anyways,
definitely closer
I
to
was gonna
10.
sign. I was gonna sign with Pittsburgh, but I just was a little too late. So, but I mean, this is where I wanted to play. I mean, I was telling. I mean, Chungus pretty much said I begged him, which I kind of did. So I tip it from him, but I respect him for trading me, and I think overall, I think Pittsburgh kind of benefits from it because uh, not to self-glaze or anything, but I do feel like I'm playing better than I have in the last few years for a long time. But yeah, no, I like the team. As far as last night went, I think we just trolled at the end of the day.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think there's anything else to it.
Yeah.
Especially not even just talking about map 5. We definitely trolled the map 1 bad. I rewatched that today and I was like, wow, that was not great. So, but I think that's might be like the best thing though for us. I mean, like if we're gonna lose because of us, that's better than us losing because we're just getting slammed. So I'm not too hurt about that. And I mean, was a top 3 team in the last stage, so
Oh
like we're
yeah.
not gonna act
Oh
like they
yeah.
were just like we lost to
To bums,
some
yeah.
best team. Yeah, like I mean, like we lost for sure, but we lost by trolling and went to map 5 still. So uh overall, I have a lot of confidence in us. I think we can compete with anybody. Truthfully, I don't have a doubt in my mind for that. But I mean, I'll let the big 6-star cap take it away, bro, because he said he was gonna crash out. I hope it's not too crazy, but
Okay.
Talk to me, Blink. Talk to me,
we're on the
man.
main stage right now.
Yeah, it was you can crash
No,
out. You get one
like
crash
the
out,
only
bro.
thing is, no, it's just the with the thing with a team, right? We have a huge confidence issue in the sense that, I know scrims don't matter, but with both rosters, bro, like we were running through people, and with this roster, it's even more now. Like we're running through people like by a lot. So we go into these games, we think we deserve to win, and that just causes us to troll, bro. Like I don't that's this mentality that we're going against is just like we troll the map 1, like we then it still thinks our best map, and I don't know why we're so nervous. But that was like we choked the map 1, choke a map 5, like in any other world, maybe more reps, like more game reps, not scrims, like we get that done in 3, but or 4, I guess, because raid we didn't even touch them. But I think No, I don't know. The roster we got much better with FTP. I think my comment got when we were talking about the trade, it got misinterpreted when I was saying, "Oh yeah, now we it's a AR for an AR, like, and you guys are still gonna have the 3 AR problem." Like, no, the thing is, I don't have to micromanage him like FTP. I really don't. He can do his own thing, and also I tell him to pull out a sub, and he runs a third sub for us. So that's something I couldn't do with Jaded. I do think Jade is a great player. I think that's the reason why we're a top 6 with him. But I was always worried about our peak as a team. I was like, could I take everybody across the finish line with this? Probably not. I have to make a change. So FTP, great addition. I like how we're playing in scrims. I like how we still kept the mental and almost did a reverse sweep. So I honestly do have just nothing but high hopes for the team. That's all about mental. With us, other teams are not going to beat us. We're going to beat ourselves. So as long as we fix that, I don't I don't see why we're 8. To be honest, in the most unbiased way, I do not see why we're 8.
Yeah, I wonder if you guys win last night, if you get bumped up a few spots here. I hope that one series didn't play a huge factor, but it might have. Like, I don't know. But
I mean, if it did, they're faded either way. Because like, if they watch the game, it's us trolling maps. Like, respectfully,
the map one was
it's
that
not
was a tough one to
disrespect to New
watch.
York. Yeah, it's not disrespect to New York. I do think they're a great team. I just think we're better, and we're the reasons why we're lost. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, the map one was a rough one for sure. Map 5 search also, like when you just start seeing the rounds, like I don't know, you don't want to think about it, but you're up 5-3. Fuck, we just need one more bet. Let's go, and then all of a sudden it's 5-4, 5-5. It's like
I,
God, right?
I
Like,
think that was literally a calm, maybe even for me. I said, all right, one more, come on. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
no one more did never came. But I kind of put some blame on me for that last night because I don't know. I was kind of like, because we haven't played S&D yet, so I was kind of like filling out where I'm supposed to be because it's me coming in to their team, so I gotta
yeah,
like figure out where to go or like what we want to do. So I definitely played like you said, that was my thing last stage on even on the LA team. I was doing really good in S&D, so I think once we figure that out, I don't think we'll have that many issues in S&D, truthfully. So
yeah. I mean, I like the roster. I'm excited. I was worried just to see, because a lot of people I was listening to the propaganda, bro. They're like, you traded Jada for Jaded, essentially. You trading Hellboy for Hellboy. Like it's the same thing because they've always kind of
like
just paired
they
you
don't know
together.
ball. They don't know ball.
And
and
I'm
that
like,
sub is fun, bro. I'll tell you.
yeah, I saw it, bro.
That's
Like, believe me.
that sub
Yeah.
is amazing, bro.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, you see Johnny saying it there. Got a care package delivery of the bomb to our spawn
Yeah,
round
that was
11. Like, yeah, I mean, some trolls there for sure. Regardless of that series, I don't think you guys are the 8th best team. I think you're closer to 12. No, I'm just kidding. I think I think you're closer to. Well, I'm just
Whoa.
kidding. Me and Blinky talked about it. Like, I think you're definitely closer to the top 6. Like, not saying you're 6, you know what I mean, but like, I would definitely consider you guys as a part of that group. Especially
for
if all
me.
if all 3 of your top guys are shooting, bro, it's like, wow, that's a toughie, bro. That's a tough one to overcome. So, but we'll just see as it goes on. The only other
Um,
question mark I'd have would be Sacred Paladin. I don't know if he's playing the game more now. If you guys are like, hey man, we got a chance, like start grinding.
hey,
Yeah.
I told him, I hit him in the DM. I said, hey, Jose, come on, man. Time. Hey, I just dropped the gov for
The
everyone else.
Guppy,
Start
yep.
calling him by.
Come on, Jose.
But like we yeah, we just I think because at the beginning it was always Sacred Paladin's potential, this that, and it's kind of dead now, bro. We need that max potential now, you know. So
Oh yeah.
I think I still think he has a ton of potential. It's just now he just has to keep playing and keep grinding the game because that's my guy, and I know he's not. He plays a game that is way harder than COD in my opinion,
Yeah.
and he plays it better. So I think I think if he just keeps wanting to learn and like he doesn't lose that part of it, then I think we'll be fine. But hold on, there's a question. Oh, that play call was it was It was for real just run down mid. I don't think we didn't specify running the bomb in the spawn necessarily. I thought once we got past that 50-yard line in the mid, we were gonna pick a site maybe and choose from there. But you know, it was in the moment and made the wrong call. But there's not much.
In specific words, it was like bang the fuck out of mid. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Bang the fuck out of mid.
And we did bang
It
the
was a
fuck out of mid.
yeah. We were banging mid for sure. Did we? Hey, it was. Like I said, trolling
But
on our
like,
part.
so it's like small things like that though. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought there was one more thing. No, there's not. Okay, yeah. So, just besides that, man, I'm excited to watch this roster. All these teams that have made changes, I'm excited to watch. But I really do like this Pittsburgh team, man. Even before the Hellboy, I love Jada too. Like I don't know, man. I'm excited. Fluctuant, especially playing as like the 4-5, has really had 5-star performances, and then sometimes you get like the overload. He went like 11 neg or whatever. Like he was really struggling in that one to start. Picks it up enough, you guys win. But it's like it'll be a streaky roster, man. Like I'm excited. You guys really put it together. Hey man, English might have another one coming home. I don't know. We'll
Come
see,
on.
bro.
That's
We
what I
will
like to
see.
hear.
Come on.
Finally, some good PR.
Yeah, stop it, bro.
Shit, bro. Holy fuck.
No, I mean, I love Pitt, but I don't know. Some people might not. But let's move on here to the Miami Mafia, the 1 seed going into the playoffs in stage 1. Oof. You know, it's under most circumstances, you probably wouldn't expect them to make a trade, but like under most circumstances, you don't expect the 1 seed to lose as early as they did. And I mean, so did the 2 seed, but you know what I mean? Like, he probably warranted some trade. And this I was going to bring up. Like, there's only, there's 2 more stages, right? So there's 8 more qualifying matches, and you get guaranteed 2 more. Well, 4 more, I guess. So you get about 12 guaranteed matches left. If that you just get DFR'd, whatever. Like, there's not a lot of time left. There's not a lot of game reps. Like, Miami looked at this like we need to make a trade. Or make a move. They got rid of Pacho. They bring up Icarus, who's been wanting to grind, been wanting to play the game. They chose Icarus over M1, and shortly after that, M1 started looking like God mode. Like I don't know, but they get Icarus, and he might be an improvement over Pacho. I don't know. You could think it's the same thing. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Because I thought this roster was pretty good. Like I don't know how they went out the way they did. Like Chaotix has been really good. Sin has been really good. Kaze has played above kind of that star rating, and I don't know if Pacho was necessarily the reason they lost, but he did have some bad moments in playoffs, so I do understand the change. But what do y'all think about this, man?
I think I don't want to say it's the same because you don't know how teams play with different people, you know. I think overall though, like M1 and Pacho's gunny is, I mean M1, sorry, Ultra and Pacho, their gunny is kind of similar in my opinion. Like I don't, unless Ultra's on host and he might be godlike, but
You
I
might
think
be shit.
I think overall like I don't, there's not that big of a difference, but I'm going back to the Pacho slander. Sadly, if Ultra even listens slightly or does the right thing, then it's definitely an upgrade. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that's half the reason why Pacho gets dropped from his teams most of the time. You know, it's not anything to do with his gun skill. It's just, you know, you gotta, if you're not doing the right things, people are gonna want a different look. You know, so. I think overall it can definitely benefit, especially if Ultra's like really locked in on like playing the game right and doing everything correctly, you know. So I think overall, yeah, like the gunny's part of it, I don't really see a difference, but on the aspect of like how the team chem is and what you wanted certain people to do, then for sure it can be an upgrade 100%. Because the team was number 1 for a reason, you know. I mean, it's not like they weren't just they're a good team, you know. So
Yeah. They played Seattle. They beat Seattle to get that 1 seed. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like they weren't a bad team at all for sure. But like I said, I mean, if Ultra keeps shooting the way he does, that's pretty much the same thing. You don't lack anything from Pacho to him, and then if he's listening and doing the right thing more on the map, then I don't see why not. Why they wouldn't benefit from it, you know? So
Yeah, Chaotic says there that it was a pacing issue with Pacho. Zune says it was the 1v3. both might be true, to be honest. But yeah, I could see that because Pacho has been one of the slower players at times. Like I don't remember if we scrimmed you guys, Tej. I don't remember if we scrimmed you with Icarus or if we just played against Icarus when he was on a just like a pickup team or something. But I felt like his presence. I was like, man, this guy's actually. I don't know. I find him in important spots. Like he's not just like he's not Pacho. Like he's not just standing in one spot the whole time. He was actually moving. He was putting some pressure. So I could definitely see how that benefits you guys. Just have to watch and see. Just gotta see how it all gels. And to his point, Icarus said he had a 1.10 KD in the combines, which is like okay, it's combines, it's KDs, but truthfully, like yeah, he had a higher KD than all the threes, all if not no, I think it was all of the three. I think he had to get to a 4.5 before we found anyone that like had a higher KD than him or something, or at least a 4-star. So he was shooting. I was definitely surprised he wasn't picked up, and I guess we'll see if those that slaying power comes to life here and helps this team out. But I'm not sure if they needed more slaying power. If it is just pacing, then yeah, they could have. That probably would have been a really good move, to be honest. But Blinky, what are your thoughts on Miami as a whole and the pickup of Icarus instead of Pacha?
I think if it is a pacing issue, then that is a good pickup. The thing is though, like when I look at this Miami roster, like I'm not looking at like Kaze and Icarus, right? I think Kaze's been playing pretty good this year. I'm kind of looking at your 2-5-5s. Like you guys have that's a when I was like before the season started and I was talking about it, I'm like the meta, like the best way to build a team would probably be having 2-5-5s. I think that's one of the best combinations you can have.
That's what I was thinking.
So when you're like I still think that's like the best option. So I'm looking at Chaotix and Sin to like I guess the way to put it is do more. Because like when I look at their games, like while I'm talking, I'm looking at the stats on the side. I see one person pop off, one person doesn't. I'm seeing Kaze go crazy and they still lose a map. So I'm honestly I don't think it was a 3.5 issue. So that's also like me looking at stats most of the time. I've scrimmed. I scrimmed them a lot at the beginning of the year. I went against them in playoffs. Like I don't know if Pacho was like the issue for them. But I don't know. I just think you guys have the benefit of of being able to have 2-5-5s. They're two really strong players. So like, bro, like you guys, I think they got to step up a little bit. Pretty much it. I know Sin's been shooting though. Chaotix has his maps, but if it's not an SMG map, that's when I can see it. And also like, what's you call it? Miami's best hard point is Scar, but then you have Chaotix not dropping too many numbers because it's Scar. So I don't know. I think there's got to be some balance between the two.
Yeah, kind of like you're saying with the twins, right? Like maybe one pops off and the other doesn't. Kind of for this roster, like for the 5-5s to work, I said at the beginning of the year too. I thought that would be the meta going into it, and you got to have both of your 5-5s be able to pop off. I definitely think, I don't know, like that whole Scar thing. Can you pull up their map count, Hellboy? Because I did them all. I
Yep.
redid them all like 2 days ago. And I just remember everyone saying, "Man, like Sin's best map, Miami's best map is Hardpoint Scar," and I'm not sure if I'm confusing with another team. But what is their record on Scar?
Ooh, they're 1-4.
That's what I thought. I knew it was 1-4. So I was like,
Huh.
No, yeah.
but it was definitely like not to say you were wrong or anything. But I was thinking about that, and I'm like, yeah, that is a really good map for Sin. Like we've seen him drop some really good numbers, but for some reason they can't close that map out. But I don't know, like with Chaotix, I definitely have higher stock in T's than a lot of other players do, for what for a lot of different reasons. But I think I don't think.
Oh, sorry, I have an interesting stat. Sorry.
Sure, go ahead.
Sorry. So like to add on to I think what you're about to say is like Sin drops numbers on Scar, that's his best map. And then we switch over to Den and SMG map, Chaotix. He dropped like a 44 and 25 versus Seattle.
Yeah.
Like, but then Sin is struggling. So that's why like they once they pop off together, once they find like once these maps they can do something together, I think they're gonna be a final team. But sorry, I cut you off.
No, that was literally what I was gonna say. Was like I think they're both they're really good players, really great players individually. And I'm not saying they don't work well as a team, but there are maps like that where it's like a series, and remember they were undefeated in qualifiers. You know what I mean? They just the only two series that they lose
Yeah.
were in playoffs, unfortunately. And in those playoff matches, it's like I think the whole team kind of struggled. But I don't know, man. I think if they can do that together, like if they're both popping off, like that's going to be a very hard team to beat just because you also have Kaze and Icarus, who I'm assuming Icarus is going to play well, but even if he doesn't, Kaze's been playing better than like his star. If your top guys are putting it together, maybe they have to find like a certain map that like just works for both of them together, or maybe they both need to run the same weapon. Like I don't know, but like these guys should not be ranked as the seventh. I definitely think their ceiling is a lot higher than that. I don't think they have too many issues to fix at the moment either, but definitely would help if your top two guys can like just both pop off together. But obviously, when you run different weapons or different roles, whatever, like it's not always the same kind of kills that you're getting your way either. You know, you're not getting to the same type of gunfights. But I like the Miami team, man. I really, like I said at the beginning of the year, I wouldn't be surprised if Miami and Seattle were competing for championships throughout the year. It didn't happen with Miami, but I mean Seattle got to the finals, you know. So that 5-5 meta, like take advantage of it, man. I think you guys have a really good thing there.
They're number one for a reason, brother. So
Yeah.
not taking anything away.
Yeah, obviously they're not bad, obviously, right? But we're definitely saying like the team's fault is like the reason why they're not like a top two team, bro. Like this team has a potential to be the top two team. Like they got to figure out how to get there.
Yeah. 100%, man. Kansas had 90% vote to lose finals, by the way. Yeah, that might have just been hatred more than like more than them not thinking they could win it. But I don't know. I have no idea. Also, I'm pretty sure when Miami beat Seattle in their qualifying match, so they could get that one seed, that they beat Seattle in both S and Ds, which is like kind of crazy because like that's all that Seattle won in the finals. Like Seattle didn't lose an S and D the entire playoffs. By the way, like fun stat. Unless someone put in the stats wrong, but pretty sure that is correct. So, like Miami has the potential to be good, like to be the one of the better teams. So I'm, a little higher on them than most, but I definitely think they should probably. I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess you could change a lot of these guys, but yeah, I mean, look out for Miami, man. Looking to bounce back after that unfortunate exit for them when they came in as the one. Same thing with Vegas, of course. But let's get into Philly now. 6-seeded Philly. This team made the biggest jump, at least in terms of like power rankings. I think if we did one at the start of the year, definitely nobody would have had them 6. And I'm not sure if they would have gotten higher than like a 9th or 10th, to be honest. And they went out and showed out. They get the 10 seed. So a bottom 4 team by all accounts going into it. But they had a rough schedule, and that's what like some people were talking. I know Ginger talked about it on TLT, and like I'd mentioned it before as well, that like they had played, top of my head, they played Vegas. I think they played Seattle. I mean, if you want to go look at those stats, go find it. Help if you can find to see who they played. And like someone help me here in chat who they played, because they played some tough teams. And then in playoffs, the same thing. They played Vegas again, who they beat. They played Tokyo, who they beat. And then they had to play Seattle again, I believe. I think Seattle's the team that beat them. And then I think they played Tokyo again. So it's just like they played the top teams over and over and over. Like that's not really a good indicator of how good they are. But they beat them too. So like they could have been closer to top 5, top 6, whatever. But they make a change. Tolly had been playing crazy, especially for a 3.5. He'd been playing like a 4, maybe sometimes a 4-5. And they get rid of Wolf, who was a 4-star playing like a 3-5 or a 3 sometimes. They bring in Goblin. Goblin can now settle in there. Like I definitely think this team made some good moves, and it's going to come down to your top guys now to perform. But Smoke had been playing really good in the playoffs as well. Even Space had some good moments. Like I really like this Philly team, man. I don't know, something about them. That this change, you get the Hobgoblin in there, bro. Like it could be fun, bro. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about Philly?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. They played Seattle, Vegas, Pittsburgh, and Miami
Jesus.
for regular season,
Yeah, what a
and then
schedule.
for
Like what, bro? They played the top 3 seeds. Yes.
the
Yeah.
playoffs, they started off with Tokyo, then they played Vegas again, then they played Seattle, and then they dropped down to losers, and they played Tokyo, and then they lost to Tokyo there. So yeah, I mean, you're right. Like an absolute grueler for those Philly boys for sure. I'd even peep that, but no, I mean, I think overall, I I understand the Wolf trade, but at the same time, I think y'all had a good thing going. But I get it though, because I do think Goblin is probably right now the best four. I would say. I think, yeah. I mean, him or Kanaje. So like, you could
Definitely
pick
Kanaje right
from those.
now. That guy is playing like a
It's
4-5 for
actually Kanaje.
surely,
Yeah,
bro. Yeah.
Kanaje's been disgusting, but you know what I mean. Like Goblin has his moments for sure. So, um, I understand the switch for sure, but it does suck though to break up a team like that because like you don't know, until it's already happened now. So, but I'm not saying like Goblin, yes, technically on paper is better, but you don't know how it's gonna work in a team. Like, there's a lot more to it than just uh the like slaying power and stuff like that. And but I do think they're gonna stay the same for sure. But the only thing for them is they can definitely get better. So I think that's a good thing. Like I don't think this switch will make them worse in any way necessarily.
Yeah. You think
Oh
at
yeah,
worst they're
Kaz.
the same
Sorry,
team, right?
I forgot about Kaz, bro. My bad.
Kaz is a
Um,
4-5, bro. Right? Oh,
is he a
is he a
4-5 right now?
4? Is Kaz a 4? No, let me peep that. Oh yeah,
Kaz
he
is a 4,
is.
I'm pretty
Yo,
sure.
shout out Kaz. That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to
Kanaje
Kaz,
and
man.
Kaz already have them as 4-5s in my mind, bro. That is
Hmm.
insane. No, yeah, Kaz definitely a shooter, bro. I don't know. I'm just
So
KD wise though. Kanaje has been dropping some crazy numbers. He's been New York's second best player, pretty recently, to be honest. Just in terms of KD, like last night, the guy he had that best KD on New York, bro. Like I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying, bro. No disrespect to the other fours, bro. That's all I'm saying.
no, yeah, but no, I think
Everyone's pressed now.
I know I shouldn't have said anything. Everyone's the greatest 4-star, and I'm the worst. Okay,
Yeah,
there
bro.
you
Yeah.
go. Anyways, what's it called? Not like I said. I think all that can happen from this team is benefit from it because you saw the run they went on, especially the people that they played. So uh, I think it's only up for them. I think the only way they get worse is by like getting in their own heads or something. But it's a good team over there, man. And shout out to Tolly because Tolly's been insane, bro. You know what I mean? So Tolly's been shooting his gun crazy. They said that Stratus' spirit might have passed through, and now it's in the Tolly. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to see. So, but yeah.
Blinky, do you have anything?
I mean, no, I definitely think it's a good roster. I think probably from here on out, every stage they're gonna get a top 6 or a top 5. I don't see them getting anything lower than that. But I do need to see them play, like because I don't know what type of roster this is. They've only played good teams, and then they beat Tokyo, then lost to Tokyo. So, like, does that mean they're inconsistent? Does that mean like it just depends like on certain people? I don't know. Like, but and then also now they have a roster change, which is an upgrade. Um, I don't know. I think I just need to see them play against people who aren't like a top team. I need to see them roll somebody. I don't want to. I because in the back of my head, I think they play to their competition. So, like for example, if they go against New Mexico, like I see them going map 5 with New Mexico, but then also I see them going map 5 with Seattle. Is like basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I do think it's a good team. Like I said, I don't think they're getting anything lower than top 6, but there's not enough games on them to really judge.
Yeah, that's fair. Now you won't have that kind of surprise factor, right? Going into playoff match or going into a series like, oh, you guys aren't that good,
And
whatever. Like
low
now,
key, sometimes that's the scariest thing because now it's expected, bro. So
yeah.
like, can't fold now. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah. Now they know. Hey, like Space says, inconsistency is my worst trait. Like, it can't happen, bro.
yeah,
Like they know you're coming now, bro. Like these teams
yeah.
want to beat you, especially if you're ranked above them. But all right, I think probably would it be it for Philly. I like that roster, man, especially after that whole Toy Story guns incident we had with Smoke and all that. Those guys are comedy, but
Yeah, hey, and that team matches with the highest team in trauma. New Mexico and them are going dab for sure. I would like to see who outsmokes who on those teams, bro.
You think so, bro?
Bro,
Top
I'm
two?
telling you, a Philly NM smoke off might do numbers, bro.
Fuck, they might feed families, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Link says we handle them.
That might be the most wicked smoke off of the century.
Wait, should I put a poll in chat, bro? Let me see this. We'll put a poll. Who's winning the smoke off, bro?
I mean, one of them is literally named after smoke, right? You gotta
I'm
think.
saying, bro. Where's Stack
And
at,
then
though?
you got dabbling though.
All right, bro. Get your votes in, bro. Who wins in a smoke off between Philly and NM, bro? I just posted. That's comedy,
You know
bro.
who I'm going with, bruh. You already know who I'm going with.
Philly avoid us for a reason. Smoke ain't even smoke, by the way. That's
What?
crazy.
No way. We're 7-2.
Oh my
I don't think they know the twins, bro. They don't know.
These guys dabbing
And then
between maps,
DJ,
bro.
you got
Oh,
DJ
with
and
DJ,
the twins. Oh,
I don't know about Nifty though.
yeah, I think that's. But I don't know about Tully either. I don't
Yeah,
think so. Like, you know what I
he
mean?
might.
Like,
I don't know. Tali might be. I don't know. Hey,
3v3, bro.
You might have to run the threes, bro. Oh, Nifty say you're lying to yourselves. Maybe he be smoking too, bro.
Okay.
Goblin saying Turkey a fake dab head, bro. Tully smoking. It's 3v2. Tully getting big high. Space greening out. You know, Space. Yeah, Space might green out.
You think Space is greening first? No.
That guy's
bro.
already like dabbing all day and like, you know what I mean? Like no thoughts, bro. He's been smoking the whole time. He's just tapping out, bro.
Nah, Strat, that's
Oh
a
my
valid
God.
meat ride, bro. Like, trust. The twins got it in that category for sure.
It's comedy, bro. Look at Magic says twins, the only ones I ever talked to over Discord, instantly thought these guys are high as a kite. It's gotta be, yeah, mid map
Like,
space. Oh
like,
my gosh, bro. That was comedy. All right, bro. Let's see who wins that. Keep me updated on that. New Mexico in the
a
lead
dab a
right
map.
now.
A dab a map, bro.
Dab a
I
map,
think we
bro.
gotta do that and see who wins the series.
New Mexico up 8-7 in that one right now. Let's get to New York. We're in our top 5 officially. We'll take over till Blinky comes back. But New York Reapers saw them win last night against, man, who'd they beat, bro? Remind me, bro. Who was it, bro? I don't remember. I just don't remember who it was.
We're doing this right now.
My bad, bro. Yeah, it was you. They beat Pittsburgh last night. We see the new roster addition of Grace Wolf, as she said in her interview. I'm back home. I'm back where I should have been. Right, like I'm back where I should have been all along. Took a while. Didn't agree with a lot of roster
Going
moves that
back to
happened,
South
but
Beach type vibe.
yeah, I'm back. I'm making my return. So shout out Grace Wolf finally gets on the roster she wanted. I think this is the exact roster New York wanted from the beginning. They have to play with Gene instead. They get to top 3. They ultimately lose to Kansas City. I honestly don't know. It was a 3-0. I was going to say, I don't remember if it was close. It was not. It was a 3-0 in that losers finals. I think just New York was probably unprepared for that one, or was it just destiny with Strat? I don't know. But you get what you want now. So New York, I'm excited to watch and see how these people look moving forward. 1-0 right now. Easily could have been 0-1 just as well, but they ice up just enough to get the first win in the stage. That's the New York Reapers. I mean, I'm still waiting for Mirage, bro. That's my biggest thing. Johnny's been Johnny. Mirage has a really good map 4 every now and then. And last night as well, he went like 44 and 33, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Colossus? Pretty sure it was Colossus.
Yeah.
When if he's like by stage 3 last year, he was like that. He was dropping 35 plus. He was dropping 40 bombs. And then Sid was also on that team. That's where a lot of the glaze comes from. But Sid was popping off too for them. Sometimes he was like had the most kills on their team. Like Mirage, he gets back into that. I don't know if his if everything clears up, his schedule clears up or what moving forward, stage 2, stage 3. But once he's there, like that team's gonna be really gross. And with Kanaje playing the way he has been, a 4-star, and he's shooting at a 4.5, sometimes a 5. I mean, he had to put up a 1.3. I think last stage he also had a 1.2 or a 1.3. Like that's an absolute steal for him. And if Grace Wolf can just do what Gene was unable to, I don't know, man. I think you're looking at a true contender, like potentially a favorite. I know New York got like 1 or 2 votes to be the best team, and it's like I could see why, but it's gonna just come down to Mirage and Grace Wolf. I think certainly more Mirage if he can just get back to that form that everyone kind of expects from him. But I think for now, 5 is probably solid. I'd say top 4, top 5 out of them. But what do you guys think about the New York team?
I think like you said is perfect. Like Mirage can be insane, you know. And whatever he's up to, or yeah, like I said, I just saw that chat now too. So
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, I mean, you got priorities, bro. So at the end of the day, I mean, at the end of the day, though, they could still compete even Mirage in his current form.
Oh yeah.
So that's the crazy part about it. So if you yeah, technically if Mirage hopped on more and started playing more, I mean, they might be unbeatable. So hey, maybe it's a good thing. How about you? Say what your wife. Say what your wife, twin.
Shout out
But,
Mirage.
yeah, no, I mean it's a good ass team, bro. Like we knew this from the jump. I feel like a lot of people had them as their number one at the beginning too. I don't know. I forgot how the power rankings were at the off rip. Maybe it was you guys.
We didn't have any, but
Vegas
yeah, it
for
was just kind of talks, right?
yeah. I in my head I probably would have put New York there, especially. I mean, Kanaje, like he's a 4-5. It's no doubt. Like, and he hasn't stopped. His S&D is insane. I mean, he's definitely. I mean, he is that best S&D player on that team. Like, I mean, from what I've seen, anyways, and what I felt last night. It's a really good team. Yeah, and then Grace. I mean, that's chem to the max, right? Can't go wrong with that chemistry over there. That's a little couple chemistry. I do think there was some collusion in all that, though, bro.
Yeah.
Because in my head,
Say with your
I'm
chest,
gonna be
bro.
real. I'm gonna say it right now. There's no way Frost is trading Fatboy King for Grace Wolf willingly. I just don't believe it for a second. And in my head, sending her to Toronto knowing that they were not in the best situation, they'd be like, well, I'll probably just forget after this stage, and then you know what? Now dropping her, and then that part, maybe the collusion kind of stopped, and that was just kind of up to the gods. But I mean, he just hit Snow with one DM and be like, hey, bro, can you just drop Grace for me? And then boom. You know what I mean? So, because I still think it's just a little strange. But I tip it though, because you know you want to play with your girl, bro. So maybe there was no collusion, but I swear that it was too sketch for me to trust it just for the
Just for the
out of
plot, bro. That
curiosity.
might just been the script, though,
Yeah.
bro. Like sometimes the stars align,
no.
bro. I don't know. That's common. I don't know of any collusion, but I mean, hey, always possible, bro. But I'd like to think the script writers just cooked on that one. But I mean, what you think
Yeah,
about this
maybe
New
they
York
did, and
squad? Big Blink.
I think I can't tell if it's an upgrade or not. But I also can't talk shit because Grace was running my shit.
Oh yeah,
I
talk to
think
him.
she was the harder kill. She was the harder kill than Johnny, that's for sure. I'm not gonna lie. I was running at Johnny. I was not doing that to Grace, man. But I don't know. I think they're always gonna be a top 3 team no matter like who they have. Like I think their core of Johnny and Kanaje is just really good. Mirage, you know, like Kanaje is filling up, in my opinion, or living up to like the 5-star role over Mirage. But hey, they're making it work, and they look good. I don't know. I just think in the nicest way possible, they're like a boring team because they're a top 3 team, and like I don't, in my opinion, like a top 3 team, and I see them winning a stage, but I also see them just continuously placing top 3. Um, but obviously they ran us yesterday, so I can't talk too much. That's all I really got. I think Johnny's like just playing out of his mind. So if he continues that, I don't see that why they would be any lower.
Yeah, and I'll give a shout out to Johnny because it's always a scary feeling when you got to bump someone up to a 6-star status because it was like if last year Johnny was a 6 last year and Mirage was playing like a 5-5 and Sid was playing like a 5 or a 4-5, like why didn't they win? And I mean, you know what I mean? But also the other teams were stacked. The top 2 teams were stacked for sure. And I was like, I think Johnny's the most ready for it. He agreed he was most ready for it. We bumped him, and he is definitely not disappointed. I got to give him his props where it's due because it's just always a scary because I thought he was a for sure lock for 5-5. Then I find out, oh, he's actually playing. He's going to go play in the first major or whatever, first event. So he was grinding a lot, and I mean, it paid off. And like, this is Johnny Cod, bro. This is what I expected when he first joined the league, and he's been a great 6-star, man. He's probably gives some of the I don't want to say, when you gas people, others get mad. So I won't say he's been like he has the best comms, but I will say, out of all the 6-stars, I think he does a really great job of like micromanaging all of his team at once. Like the way he's just able to call out for everyone individually and tell them all what to do. I feel like no one else really does it like him, and especially the pace he does. Like that kid's is rambling in the comms, but I'll give him the credit, man. I definitely was worried, and he's proved me right that he was ready for it, bro. He's been doing this thing for sure.
Nah, guy's different, bro. I remember the first 8 series on the load. I was like, yeah, this guy's a sick. There's no way he's a
Yeah.
5-5.
Oh, well, just to clear it up
And
in
he-
chat,
yeah,
like
like you said.
once he got into the combines and played, he was a 6. It was just my thought was I already had a list of people who would be 5-5s going into the season, and he was one of them. And once I saw, I was like, yeah, this guy locked in for a 6 for sure. And it's always different though once you play in your match because you can be playing like a 6, but not everyone can get into a match, and you have to play with a 3, and you have to play with a base 4, and then a base 5, depending who that 5 is. Like it might not be the best thing, and doesn't matter. He's been one of the best players in the league for sure. But any closing thoughts on the Reapers? On Zoo York?
No closing thoughts.
GG's, man. We get our get back in playoffs.
GG's, man.
Come on.
Yep. Dude, that shit in playoffs, pussy.
That's crazy. All right. Vegas Kings. Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, before I let you guys take over, I will say Vegas definitely had a lot of we'll call them high expectations. A lot of people were like, "Well, Sonoma's a 5-5. Oh, Sonoma's a 6. Like this and that. Everyone, you guys should just go run everybody." And well, we didn't. We lost to Philly. We ran. We didn't even run people, but in the qualifiers, we did go 4-0. We went to map 5 with Florence our first match, and then we ran a few teams, whatever. We did lose to Philly in our first matchup, so in winners round 2. And then the only team we beat in playoffs, I think, was Toronto. And then we had to play. Maybe we played another. I don't think we did though. I think we immediately had to play Kansas City. We lost to them. The only thing that sucks there was like my and JD's internet was horrible that day. But it's just further proof that everything stars aligned perfectly for Kansas City to make that run, man. Like everything was in their favor. They shout out to them. But yeah, I mean, definitely a disappointing stage for us overall in the playoffs. And I mean, no roster moves right now. Like it's just with the same team running it back. Blinky knows we've been doing a lot of VOD, a lot of internal talks, a lot of everything. I think we've improved on some things for sure. So we just got to see how it unfolds now. But I mean, your guys' thoughts going into the Vegas camp, man.
I think. I mean, there's a reason why everyone was. There's a reason why everyone was glazing y'all, bro. I mean, the potential on that team is like insane, So, overall, I do think it was very disappointing. No hate, but it was like for how you guys were talked about and how it was lived up in everyone's head. It was definitely like a disappointing stage at the end of the day, but I think that just comes to show how good you guys can be. And the fact that was disappointing, like, is I think a good thing. Like if you guys just benefit from that. I think overall the team is still valid. I mean, at the end of the day, like all of you have your moments, and I think all of you and Sonoma. I mean, that's been one of the biggest topics for a long time. There was the bump to Sonoma, and I know he gets kills, bro. Sometimes he's top frag on that team all the time, uh, and I think overall, I don't see why you would have changed. There's no reason to necessarily. I think now I think if this stage goes a little weird, maybe more issues start arising for this Vegas camp, then might be more bigger of a topic on making a bigger change or something like that. But overall, I think you guys are still good. I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I don't know if I would have put you guys at 4 right now. Like, no hatership, but just based off of what happened, like, I would have. You guys are definitely still top 6 for sure. But I mean, Philly and New York technically had more impressive runs and playoffs than
Oh
y'all
yeah.
did. So, and they didn't really change much either. I mean, they had a one-person change on both sides. So I think you guys at 6 might have been perfect. But I don't like I said, I don't think there's like anything necessarily like you could do to make you guys better. I mean, you guys have everything you need. You just got to put it together. So I mean, this is a fact, and I don't know how the loading schedule is, but loading knows how to win. So if he could get back to the form he was shooting at when everyone was saying he needs to get bumped too, I mean, I don't see no issues with this team, bro.
I love that, man. We did get some 6s and like some 8s. I think we got ranked as low as 9. So I think that's a sentiment shared across the league too. Is that playoff performance definitely bumps us down, just like Miami's did too. But Blinky, man, what you got for us, Coach? Talk to me, man.
Brother, you know how I feel about y'all, so I'm gonna be blunt. I know you
Yeah.
guys can take it, you know. I know you don't
Yeah.
take it up the ass
No, no,
like
no.
I'm realizing some people is, you know.
Yeah.
But like fully blunt, like you guys are overrated, like if we're being honest. Cause like even if we look at like your stage 1, it was a map 5 with Florence.
Yeah, we didn't play
You won
nobody.
over
Yep.
LA.
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys didn't play anybody. So obviously look at if we're stat watching, you guys have the best 3-star, the best 4 or 5. Or like, and so why aren't you guys winning? It's literally just like a team thing, you know. And as a team, if you guys are continue to struggle, now it's gonna become like a mental thing, right? You're like even though like maybe these are teams you should beat, you're not beating them. Now the whole team's mental is checked. Maybe like you're on blow it up watch.
Yeah.
So it's all like, hey, I'm just like saying, right? So I don't know. With your guys' team, it's obviously I don't think you guys are a 4. I think and you guys have been putting in a lot of work. So at least like you guys are passionate still. You guys want to make a change. You guys want to get better. But like until you guys do something with it, until you guys like win, like I don't think you guys are a powerhouse team. Like it's easy to say you guys have potential. It's easy to say that. But like right now, like you guys aren't. So top 6 was a good place to put you guys. Um that's all I really have. I think that's all it is.
Yeah, and like more to that point, like we had at least for the qualifying rounds, we had KD wise, loading was the best 3-star. Sonoma obviously was the best 4-5. I was the number 1 5-star, and then JD was the second best KD for the 5-5s, and he was a difference of 0.1. So it's like we basically had the number 1 each category go into playoffs, and that's what happened. So definitely disappointing all around for sure.
Yeah, I think yeah, I mean that's why like it's easy to say it's easy to like assume why you guys are overrated, right? But like why you guys got that top 4 spot is just like I need like the whole league needs to see you guys win or see you guys do something because right now it's just it's a little quiet on that side.
That might just be commissioner for the 4th spot, bro.
It might be, bro.
Yeah, I
Hey,
think the commission vote
shout out
was
the
worth more than
Glaze,
ours,
bro.
huh?
No, he's saying the glazing, bro. Shout out the Glaze, man. But I mean, you couldn't vote for your own team, so I didn't even vote for mine. I don't think anyone on my team voted actually, but yeah, I mean, I agree, 100%. Disappointing stage one for us. Looking to bounce back. The boys still very passionate and willing to learn and change. So we just got to see when we play a not so cupcake schedule now. Who do we play? We play Miami. I don't know. You guys might call it a
That's a
cupcake,
good
but
test
we
for
have
both of you.
yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure,
I was, it's a
definitely,
good test, but then then I have to see you guys play other people because
exactly.
both of you guys are question marks. Both Miami and Vegas are question marks. So I need one more after that one.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I'm pretty sure because I had to redo the schedule, so I don't remember. But like, we're either gonna play Seattle, Kansas, or Pitt, if not all three, to be honest. So like one of those for sure would be a good test. Um, but yeah, all right, there we go. Vegas, get your shit together, man. Let's go. Top three now. We in top three talks, baby. We got the Tokyo
look what team it is, bro.
Storm. We got I2 in the gang, Zoon in the
Yeah.
gang, Kaz and YVG. I love that team, bro. There's a lot of my boys on that team. So um
Love that team, but that team don't love you, gang. Can't lie.
they love me. Maybe not Kaz. I don't
Sorry.
know. Maybe not Kaz. I don't know. I love Kaz though. But they I mean, yeah, they're straight shooters. Isaiah's been playing a lot better recently, especially since his move. And then especially since getting that sub, really, since he got the sub back in his hands and playing way better.
He's back on PC, you know. So
Yeah, yeah. And then Zoon's been Zoon. I know some people said he should be at 6. Maybe. I don't know. We'll leave that up to 6-star Blinky to see if he fits that. But like he's been up there with some of the best players in the league for sure. Like I'd always said he's been one of the iciest S&D players when it comes down to 1v1s, 1v2s. I feel like he's always winning those. And it's just like straight movement. Like kids get nervous. You saw the Pacho thing. Like, I don't know, bro. Kaz, who apparently is a 4, and I keep thinking he's a 4-5, but no, Kaz, when he's shooting. Like he's putting up numbers like, we're glazing Kanaji for, putting up 1.3s. Like Kaz is very capable of doing the exact same thing. And then 21 Savage, YBG Mark, as of recent, his internet's been kind of biting him in the ass. When that's not happening, when he's not lagging out of maps and kind of costing his team, he's one of the better 3.5s for sure. Another person who was said should probably be higher and be that 4-star. But I mean, this is a good team, man. They also, I guess, kind of had a disappointing playoff run. Not as disappointing as ours or Miami, but like Tokyo start of the year, I consider them a top 2 team. And it just didn't work out that way. I know they went to map 5 with KC though, so definitely could have looked a little different. But they know they should have probably been in the final, so they're not going to get hurt when I say that it was disappointing for them. And I don't see why they couldn't get back to that spot in contention for a top 3, top 2 finish, not winning the whole thing. But thoughts on the boys?
yeah, I mean, I think this team. I think the team is gross. I mean, across the board, they're just all just a good, very good team. Like Mark's, I would say, is undoubtedly the best 3-5. I mean, when he's, like you said, when he's not lagging. I think Kaz he's has insane maps. Like you're like, oh my god, like this kid is gross. And then you know what you can get out of I2 in Zune, man. Zune as a 6 I wouldn't be surprised by that at all. I think, yeah, like you said, I think his S&D is insane. So I mean, overall, the team, it's just them against themselves at the end of the day. I think this team could win championships easily. I also think, though, that going back to like the New Mexico topic, I'm not necessarily saying they need it, but when you listen to their comms, bro, it's almost like Toronto Ultra comms. Like it's just so like I don't want to. It's dead though. Like it really is. Like, and I'm not saying that. I mean, clearly it doesn't matter. They still did good. But yeah, like the comms are kind of dead, and there's not really a set IGL. But we've known that though. Like I2 has said in the past, he's not that type of top player. He's not going to be doing all that. And Zuni he's led teams though, so maybe not in the comms aspect, but he plays the game good enough to where he could put his teammates in good positions anyways, even if he's not calming them, telling them what to do. But I think overall, like, it's them against themselves. I don't see why not? Why this team wouldn't be able to win a stage, you know, and keep at least getting minimum top threes. So, but I mean, that's my thoughts on them. I feel like there's not much because they're a good team. So it's hard to critique anything really.
Yeah, Mark saying he's a new IGL. We good. Don't even worry, bro.
Oh bang! Come on.
Kaz is number 1 after that 1v4. That was insane. I thought for sure series was over right then and there, bro. Round 1, 1v4, Kaz. That was W, bro. Blinky, what you got to say about the Storm, bro? What you got to say about Tokyo?
I'm not gonna lie. I have these guys at my number 1. I
Mm.
think every single one of their players plays above their star rating. During combines I was telling everyone to put I2 as a 6-star, but nobody listened to me. Kaz is obviously showing out. 21. That's my first time. I really don't know Mark. I'm pretty sure that's his name. So I didn't really expect much from him, but every time I watch him, he's playing good. It's just his internet. But I don't know. There's not much to say because I do think they're the number 1 team. When it comes to like the playoffs, like I think they lost to internet and they got upset by Philadelphia Fear, and I think there's something between like I2 and Smoke. I don't know if it's like fake beef or like they've known each other before, but maybe that played a part into them losing the first time. But I just think Tokyo has no weaknesses right now, so that's all it is.
There you go. I think Tokyo right now is probably closer to what people were saying Vegas was, bro. Like, I don't know. I think Tokyo has
facts, so.
people who, like, I think, well, Blinky just said it. I think all of them could realistically be bumped up, and it's like, it wouldn't look crazy. Like, dead ass, all 4 of them could be bumped up like a half-star minimum, and then no one would think that was insane. But apparently, no one believed in I2, the 5. 6 stars don't like having people in their domain, I guess. They didn't vote him either. For Zune, I had Kaz as a 4-5, but no one else agreed, I guess. Like, that's my Kaz, though. I love Kaz. And then Mark, he only played 5 maps. He's the one that got away. We just left him as a 3-5, but he's probably the one that he would have probably been a 4 if he played in the combines, but it's all good. Yeah, I mean, Tokyo's gross. Like you guys are saying, wouldn't be surprised at all if they not only won like this stage, but they won championships, like multiple, like 2, if not 3 of the remaining 3 ones we have. Like, just would not be a shock at all. Like, congrats, buddy. We saw this coming. But it is trauma, and this game is day to day, especially. You never know what can happen. But I think I put Kansas City number 1 and Seattle 2 just out of respect for the last just for the championship, just for the respect factor. But I had Tokyo as my 3, and I would have had them as one truthfully. But all right, let's get into it. We got the Kansas City Crusaders number 2. This is insane. I just thought everyone was going to vote them 1 just out of the respect factor, goodness of their heart. That was not the case. The Crusaders come in at number 2, and it's like, I'm sure most of that is just because you're losing Stratus. We got to bring in also Mighty. They played 1 scrim together that I know of, at least, that we all got. I streamed it. People watched it. First time playing with the team. There's nerves there for sure, but I think at least Vandal, the owner, thinks he definitely fits right in. So we'll see how that is. There's maybe a little bit of adjustment period with a new player, especially just Strat was playing not only out of his mind, like for the qualifiers, but for the playoffs. I think there's just that extra, this is probably my last run, and just giving it everything you got every match, especially in that finals. It's just like, I don't even know if anyone could replicate that, especially Stratus. I'm not even sure if Stratus could do it again if he's like, oh, sorry, bro, you have to play another stage. Like, I don't know. He gave everything he had. Shout out Strat. But regardless, Stratus was playing like a top 5.5 player, and that's going to be hard to replicate. But you still have Ginger, who's been playing very well. Pinkson had a stinker in the finals, but rookie finals, we get it. But she's been, for the most part, one of the better 3s. And I mean, Waves is Waves, one of, if not the best player in the league. So you're always going to have a chance if you're Kansas City, no matter what. And I think that's about all I'd have to say about them. They're all good. They've been icy. Ginger, especially in the map 4s, has been icy. He's popped several pieces in map 4 specifically to end the series. I don't know why. He just likes those, but That's been his thing. And Pinkson owns Colossus. Kansas City has owned Colossus. And Waves is just doing Waves things, man. Shout out Strat, the retired man, but he's old news now. Just kidding, but like he's no longer the team. He's now the head coach of this team. So shout out Strat. He'll
There you go.
get some chips if they end up winning it. We'll see if he has anything to offer the boys. Probably just for vibes, but maybe he can help out the team when they need it. But yeah, anything you guys want to say about Kansas City, the stage 1 champs?
I mean, I think the only reason why they're 2 is just the unknown factor of it all. Like, I'm not saying new homie is what's his name? Sorry.
Also Mighty. Just call him Mighty.
Also Mighty. I'm not saying he's ass or anything, but like you said, like, I mean, Stratus has been insane. Like, he could have been I don't care. He could have been a 6, bro. At that point, the way he was playing. So,
Yeah.
I think it's strictly just the unknown is why they're 2. But if Almighty even comes in and does like anything close to Strat, I mean, I don't see this team still won't have any issues. Overall, their team is just good and they play good together. Like they're like I'm not trying to hate because they won no matter what, but I still want to go back to that control. We were casting it, and
Control
I
Overload.
mean, control, sorry, Overload.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Overload. Chill. I was fixing it. I don't know if I've seen a person drop single digits and they still win, And it wasn't like they won like by a needle. Like they beat them by like I think like 2 points, 3 points. So I think that's insane. So that just shows how good their teamwork is right there. That's literally all it is. Like and that was probably just nerves from Sen, so she'll probably get past that if they make it back. And I think overall, that's all it comes down to is this number 2 is just being the unknown factor of it all. But I mean, the core is still the same, so
yeah.
I think Kansas will be more than fine, man. So
the Blinkster.
No, I think 2 is where I have them as well. I mean, you have probably the best 6-star and then the best 3-star. So like, there's no reason to be anything like that's what you want, right? When you're building a team. So I think it all comes down to the replacement. Also Mighty. I think Stratus was doing God's work. So if also Mighty can do that, and also if Gingerbread can step up, I think Gingerbread is when he's good, he's very good, but when he's bad, he is very inconsistent, and I guess that's what you get from a 4-star. But if you get Gingerbread going a lot more, I'm sure these guys will be even number 1. I don't know. I think this is like a Kansas. I'm sure they're gonna win something again. They have the best 6-star, the best 4-star when he chooses to be, and then the best 3-star can. And if also Mighty just drops a 1.0, like he stays positive, and I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, you got the core. The core 3 are there. Just got to integrate him here. And if he's anywhere close to what Strat was doing, wouldn't be surprised at all if they make it back and win another one. But yeah, I mean,
sure,
that's Kansas City, man. They're the champs for a reason. Obviously, something worked. Not much to say. Like, congratulations to them. They're the champs, and they've earned the bragging rights for sure. And they made a hell of a. I mean, that's just not getting talked about enough. Is the bracket that they had to go through that
run,
that playoff run. Just the fact that it was so long, right? Like they just had to go. I'm gonna go look at this real quick. I'll pull it up just on my laptop here, but they end up. Where is Kansas? Oh, you got it. Can you share screen?
Yeah,
just so we can show the peeps at home. Let me see Yeah, just hover over Kansas City. Should highlight their name, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so play Florence. They then lose to Seattle. And look at this. Play Seattle. Now you got to play Boston. Got to play Vegas. Got to play Pittsburgh. Try dragging it. You got to play Tokyo. You had to play New York. Like they took down a lot of solid teams to get back to Seattle to win it all. And the reason the bracket's not updated is because I didn't click the confirmation. I remember it now. It says, "Are you sure you want to end it?" But yeah, but they did win. Kansas City did win.
Still up for grabs.
Yeah, hey, never mind. Hey, come on. Let's load this back up, bro.
Run it back.
Yes, but no, I mean, definitely they made a hell of a run, bro. They iced up most ice in the league as of now. We'll see if they keep it going. They're saying that Dahmer's apparently killed Also Mighty for his contract, and he'll be taking his spot. So we shall see, man. That's everything we said goes out the window with Dom, bro.
Dahmer's just Also Mighty.
Oh, he could be, bro.
He's
Could
just
be interesting.
burner.
Could be a burner. All right, man. Let's get into the final one. We're about to hit the 2-hour mark. Bro.
Discord's killing the internet.
Oh, you good?
I'm chilling.
I bet. So we're on our last team here, getting close to closing it out. We will have the Seattle Reign as your official best ranked team in the Stage 2 power rankings. It was very close, but ultimately just the difference of a few votes. I think most of that just comes down to not only Also Mighty coming in for maybe not even the fact that it's Mighty, but because Stratus has to step down and because you get M1 Breakout and I mean, let's just talk about it. M1, I put the message to the owners, put them in the owner chat, like, yo, M1 is going to go to LA. And who was the other one? Pacho is going to go to Toronto. You guys have until this date to sign one of them. Until then, they're locked in. And it wasn't until after the finals, Seattle was like, we'll cash in that check. We'll go ahead and try to sign M1. M1 still has to agree. And it was like, does M1 go to LA or does he choose to go to Seattle? And it was a no-brainer. I told him if it was me, I'd get out the mud. But, that's what you want to do. Go ahead. And he signed. He signed there. And Jewel Chief, as good as he was, they just needed a little bit more oomph. And M1 Breakout had been shooting recently, bro, in that tournament and in 8s. And I mean, you saw it there, and even in scrims, he's looked good. And the thing was, I know Isaiah was kind of trolling them earlier, saying that these guys still can't win respawns, like people forgot. But the thing is, I think he forgot that like M1 is going to be the reason these guys start winning these respawns, because some of these hard points, Buki and Riv slow down, but with M1 Breakout, like he's been popping, he's been 30 kills, 25 plus kills, whereas like Jewel and Paradise were giving you maybe 22 to like 14 at times. Like M1's going to immediately give you a boost in slaying for your HPs at minimum. Overload's going to take some work because he's admittedly pretty rough around the edges there. S&D, I mean, they're already one of the best S&D teams in the league. I have 2 of the better S&D players. Like, just tell M1 where to go and you'll be fine. Like I said, I had Tokyo here at my number 1 spot, like in all reality. But I think Seattle is, if this works out the way I'm thinking it was, because I was worried that Seattle would make this signing, and they did. And there was a reason I was worried. If M1 can get their respawns right, like Seattle's going to be a very tough team to beat if their S&D really is that good. Because remember, they did not lose a single S&D in the entire playoffs. So I don't know, man. If Overload's just their worst map, as long as they can win a hard point with M1 now, they should be fine. But that's my thoughts. I think this team has really, I don't want to say super team potential, but has the potential to live up to what I thought would be the meta with 2 good 5.5s and 2 good 3.5s. Like, I think this could be the roster. Looking forward to get back to multiple championships. But that's just me. What do y'all think, man?
No, for sure. I mean, we know how good M1 can be. Like, we've seen it in the past. Like, M1 can change a team from, especially just at the star rating he's at. Like, you can always, if you get anything like old M1 there, like, yeah, I mean, like you Ginger said, like M1 being a 3.5 is even crazy. But I think like overall, it sucks when you have to like make a change after doing so good, especially for like that person that is getting switched out in Jula, because Jula he had his moments, bro, and Jula was doing what he could do. It's not like Jula was like horrible and that was the reason they were losing. Like Jula was popping pieces in S&D, and like maybe some of those S&Ds don't go for Seattle if Jula's not there, because I even in the finals I saw him pop a couple like where it's like, well, that round was probably because Jula. So it always sucks seeing a player get dropped after such like a good stage, because like, you know, like you feel like they've earned it to stay, but at the same time, if you think you could get an upgrade, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. And I do think they got that slightly, especially if M1's playing the game a lot. I am a big believer in M1. Um, but yeah, I think if they could get their respawns in shape, because it's S&D at the end. I mean, any team, like, it's gonna sound insane, but any team with Riv, bro, like, the team just automatically has an edge in S&D. That kid lives on S&D, and I've seen it firsthand when I've teamed with him. We own the game mode, like.
Yeah.
He might own S&D and Trauma as the game mode like forever. So, but I think yeah, if they could get a couple hard points, maybe if they are that asset overload, if they just work on that, maybe get better at that. And I don't see why this team won't be back in finals, or they're for sure going to be hovering in top 3 all year. If they don't, that's just a super letdown for them at the end of the day.
Yeah, and just to give you some context, Blinky, I don't know if you knew this, but in MW3 we had a very bad case of super teams, and I'm talking like multiple teams with 2 6 stars and like really good players surrounding them. Right? There was one team, the New York Reapers, and it had. If we translate it to stars today, it would roughly be a 5.5, a 5 star, I guess a 4.5, and then their last guy was a 3 star, which was M1 Breakout, but he really probably would have been like a 3-5. But his playoff run was so insane individually. Like all of them played really well that they ended up getting to the finals, end up winning the finals and beating like the really good teams, like the 6 star duo teams. And M1 Breakout played so well that he was like a couple votes shy of being the finals MVP, like of that series. Like he was in like he that guy was going kill for kill with like
Insane.
waves and like his top, like, you know what I mean, like insane run. So the next season, which is last season, he gets promoted from a 3 star. We make him a 4 star because after the end of the day it was one tournament, one series, but he goes to a 4 star and he, for all lack of a better term, he kind of shits the bed and he just didn't look good at all in Black Ops 6, and to the point where he ended up like kind of retiring. Like he just sat out the rest of the season. We got a replacement for him. And in these combines, he didn't look very good either. So he said, all right, we'll just throw him to a 3.5. That's how he got his 3.5 rating. But he has that potential to, go kill for kill with a 5.5 with a 6. And like that's how good he can be. He hasn't shown it since that 2 years ago, but you're getting someone who has that kind of pop off potential. And recently he's been playing very well too. So as long as he's just like, if he's any upgrade over Jula, it's a big win for these guys in hardpoint, because Jula would sometimes drop you digits like kills in the teens, like not even hitting 20. If this guy can give you 20 plus, usually, like, I think their hard points will naturally clean themselves up, because it's not like they don't know how to play the game. Sometimes they would just get outslayed by the top teams in that game mode specifically. But that was just for further context there. But what do you gotta say about Seattle, Big Blink?
No, I mean, obviously they are abusing the meta of the double 5-5. I think, I mean, this is like the best case scenario, right? You have honestly 2 really great players at the 5-5 spot, and then you're just upgrading the rest, right? So I think there was it. Did I expect them to be this like go that far in playoffs? No, because I really did not know the roster. I just knew like Rib was S&D Demon, Buki. I rarely played with him, but I know he's good. So like seeing how like dominant they kind of were is just like, yeah, I feel like they're just gonna be in the top 3 for like the rest of the season. I don't see why they would drop any lower. I think 1 is a good spot to place them right now, but yeah, as you said, Tokyo is my number 1 as well. Um, I don't know. No other thoughts on Seattle. I just congratulate them on their run too, and then on top of that, not being afraid of making a roster change. So I see that it
Yeah.
can get even better.
Yeah, it could have been very easy for them to be like, we got second, let's just run it back. And then if M1
Yeah.
goes somewhere else and breaks out, like, no pun intended, it's just like,
Ooh,
we
that was a
can
good
they
one.
like
That was a
the
good
yeah,
one. That was a good one. That was
he
a
could
good one. That was
have
a
we
good
could
one.
have had that the whole
Hey,
time, chill out, bro,
Uncle, that was a
chill
good one. That was a good
chill
one.
out, bro,
Give
chill
it to
out.
you. That was good. My bad.
But yeah, I mean, Definitely, and I wouldn't be surprised if Seattle beats Tokyo. Like they have the potential to go out there and they could slam anyone. Truthfully, I think a lot of the top teams could, but that's just how it is. And the Seattle Reign, yeah, they're the number one. They're number one right now. So we'll see how it unfolds. And Riv's a demon, as we know in Search. His hard point, his respawn's been getting really good. I know his hard points, he had like multiple 40+ kill games. Buki as well was right up there. Paradise even had some maps, or like he had some stinkers, but he had some maps. Where like, damn, like Ty, okay, he's shooting right. Like he had like a map. It was on Exposure one time where he had like some like really good kills, and they ended up winning a close one, but he had like a lot of kills. I was like, yeah, Ty looked like insane that map. So you have two really good 3.5s, and your 5.5s are amongst the best in the league as well. So abusing the meta, maybe like Blinky said, and guess we'll see where Seattle goes, man. This should be a fun one. Should be a fun stage. All these roster moves and changes. I don't know if we'll. I told you, Blinky, I think that things kind of kick off around like stage 3, closer to the deadline. That's when a lot of moves are made. But we had a lot of moves here in stage 2, so I don't know if it gets better than that. Enjoy the mini roster mania, and that should be it here. There's not really. Took 2 hours. Damn, yeah, we covered all the teams. I don't know if you guys have any closing thoughts on Seattle, anything like that.
No, I mean, think
No.
there's anything much to say. It was hard to talk about these top 3 teams because I just think they're undoubtedly the top 3 teams, you know. So maybe you could. I think New York can be in there for sure. But I think overall, just it's hard to talk about them because you know they're gonna be good. Now it's just on them at the end of the day.
Yeah. Blinky, anything, or you think you good?
I think the same. I think it's honestly pretty competitive here. Top 3 is gonna stay top 3. However, I'm seeing like 6 teams that could easily win a chip. I do think, like, honestly, I think an even bigger roster mania will happen after this stage, because this stage felt like people were still learning the game and people don't really know each other yet. So I think they need one more stage, like, to really see like who people want to play with and who are actually good. So I expect another roster meeting to happen, and I expect the top 3 teams to continue to be the top 3. But I have my money on someone outside the top 3 winning the stage 2. I will say that.
We're not top 3 though, so
Here we go, man. I mean, nothing much else to talk about. I was gonna talk about maybe like if we were gonna bump. We're not bumping people, if it wasn't made clear. But like if we were, like who we'd bump up. But I just looked at it. I was like, nah. It's like 8 to 9 players you could bump up, and like only 3 you'd bump down. It was like, I don't know, bro. But here, Ginger's pestering me. He wants me to show you guys something that Johnny made, so we can talk about it, I guess.
pestering.
Yeah, bugging me.
Dang, our view count went down. Hella, bro. Are we boring?
It's over, bro. It's already at the last team.
People just heard their teams and then they bounce, bro.
All right, for sure. I don't know if you guys can
go to
see this. Hold on.
Go to the other one, because it might be a little better.
What you mean?
Like, there's another one below that one.
Is there?
Go now.
Oh, this is interesting. Cool. This is showing us who has the most overload caps throughout the season so far. 6, 7. Damn.
Seeing Kansas City is reapers of the mode.
I'm seeing Frost and Notorious have not got a single cap, and somehow M1
One?
Breakout has one. Who the hell did he
I
play
only have
with?
one.
Yeah, 1-7 for a series or something, but that's kind of insane. Waves of 22. Damn, he's a OBJ man, bro. Come on.
Guess so, yeah.
Johnny's up there. Fluctuan's up there. Pink's up there. Gene. Me and T 6, 7. Blinky 8. Ty
Stop.
for 8. 9. Yeah, I mean this
Hey,
is.
look at Gene, man.
Yeah.
Good show.
Can't say Gene wasn't putting in work. He only gave you 5 in the
Yeah.
last. He only gave you 5 kills in the last series, but you know he got you. What'd you give you? What was he? Give you 13 caps. Come on. Shout out Big G, bro. No, yeah, of course you guys are high up because you went
That's
to
a
the
good
finals, but
a good little stat watch though, bro. I mean, that's passion right there.
we get back to the bottom. Hellboy just don't give a
Chill.
fuck. Kaze don't give a fuck. Sid don't give a fuck. Wolf's not touching OBJ.
Put your numbers up, buddy.
Goblin
Bro, I'm
Cunning and
pretty
Magic
sure-
never cared about OBJ. Nah, Stratus having 3 despite having the most maps played out of anyone is absurd, but all
Wait,
good.
where's my man Chuck? Bro, 4 out of
Chucky-
Chuck.
Chuck,
Come
4? Come on.
on.
Lucky.
That man Saquon when he gets the ball in his hand, bro.
Yeah. I mean, just no. Notorious truly never gave a single fuck about the ball. Him and Frost with 0. Like Frost, you want to kill horror, you want to get kills and let everyone else touch it. I get the meta. Notorious, you better pick up that
flexing them arms.
Oh, you can see me.
whoa, shit.
Oh, the stream cam.
I
We're
can
good,
see
we're
you. The
good.
stream can't see you. Shit.
I forgot it was here. But Notorious, they want to touch it. You might want to touch that EMP, big bro.
Wait, but like, my question is like, well, pull that back up. Pull that back
What's your
up.
question, bro? What you got?
No, pull up the thing back up.
It's
bro.
pulled up.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Slight delay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. What was my question, bro? Maybe lose my train of thought. Oh, I feel like I don't have one, bro. Your stats are wrong.
You don't think you
There's
scored
no
at
way.
all?
Yeah, because then that would mean the only one I have was last night.
Damn, maybe it is, bro. It's kind of absurd, bro. How does? Oh yeah. Well, how does M1 have one though? Did he sub in?
I don't know.
Tokyo.
Oh, that was
He
the
got one
playoffs,
while he
right?
was in Tokyo.
That's
Look at Blinky with the hoop knowledge.
Yeah, go to bed, Notorious. You have a good night, bro.
Good
That's
night.
comedy. Well, shout out them for making this masterpiece.
Yeah, that's a W. That's a W statistical update.
Yeah. Most team caps: Kansas City with 49, New York 46, Pittsburgh 43, Tokyo 35, Vegas 32, Seattle 24, Miami 23, NM 20, Jesus, Philly 17, Boston 16, LA 14. Florence had 8 Cavs all season game.
I mean, they barely
Toronto had
played.
7.
They barely
I
played.
guess so, bro.
You could score 8 caps in one overload, technically, bro.
It is just comedy, though.
That's
see
fire.
here. Out of the threes, who had the most? Pinkstone 14 played the most. Ginger 10 played the most. That's comedy. Well, yeah, appreciate it, big Johnny and Ginger. But that's it for me, man. That's it for us. That's GG's. Talked about all the teams. Sucked the life out of me, man. 2 hours. And
Don't make me do it for real, though.
Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. You hear this, Blinky, bro? Chill out, bro. All right, man. Appreciate everyone who's still here. We talked about your team and you dipped. As W Mans, I guess, as long as you stayed to hear about your team, bro. But we should be out. Is there anything y'all want to say to stream before we end it?
No.
If anybody got salty over what I said, you are
soft as fuck.
Yeah, you're soft, brother. It's
soft fucking hands.
Where it's a video game, and if you can't take a little bit of criticism, because none of us are perfect, you are soft.
Oh no! Thanks for everyone that came in. I think it's gonna be a fun one. I think there's a lot of weird shit that can happen, and GG's, man.
All right, appreciate everyone who watched till the end. You're all my favorites. We're out of here. Have a good night. See you again for stage 3, I guess, bro. I'm not doing this shit every week. I'll leave that up to TLT.
That's TLT. We'll be back after stage 2.
Yeah.
Later.
He called everyone who couldn't take criticism soft. But yeah. All right. Laters.